Welcome to Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and broadcasting audio on the... Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. I've been investigating the paranormal going over 14 years now, so I'm just not up here talking about it. I'm actually living it. I have a team. One of those members is sitting here to the right-hand side of me, Mr. Alan Thomas.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you for showing up wherever you may be around the world. We are broadcasting live HD quality video and audio on livestream.com. If you want to go there, if you're catching this on a rebound, or if you're barely finding out about us, you can go to paranormalcentral.net. paranormalcentral.net. There is a link there to take you over to our live stream network where you can watch us every Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. And check us out. One night a week, 2 hours long, and it might be changing. Got things coming up here that we'll probably have to talk about later on. Good things. But right now, we are going ahead and get started with our show. Tonight, we are full packed. We have so much that's going on. We just got back 6 hours ago from our Memorial Day yearly Bigfoot Squatch trip. We left on Friday, came back today at noon, and I took some video. And you know, we get a lot of texts and emails about, hey, we want to see you guys up there. We want to know what you guys are doing. See the surroundings, the locations. We want to experience it with you. So I put together a camera, HD quality, night vision also, and I shot about 40 minutes worth of stuff for you guys, okay? So we're going to show you that tonight. So tonight, what do we have? We have, first off, we have Donald Marshall. We're going to have him on for about 20-25 minutes. We're just going to update to see if there's anything going on his side. There's some stuff going on in Hollywood that we want to talk about, and hopefully he can answer some of the questions that I have. And I received a couple of emails on the contact form on questions to ask him, so I'm going to ask those to see if he can answer them as well. After Donald Marshall, you know, Danny Valderrama, for all those who don't know, he used to do our Bigfoot report, and he's still part of the team. He was not able to go with us today because last weekend was his father's-in-law funeral. He passed away, and I think this weekend was his actual birthday, so he didn't feel right going, which I don't blame him. But in the process of all of the activities around his funeral, I guess Danny pretty much, he was the one who put it all together. There was a lot of weird things that happened during the process of organizing the reception and the funeral and all that. And he told me those, and I felt that definitely supernatural paranormal stuff. So he wants to tell us what him and his family encountered in the whole process. So I think this is going to be neat. So we're going to have him after Donald Marshall. Then, after Danny Valderrama, we pre-recorded a interview with the two abductees from 10/11/02, the abduction of Adolf and Ken at Courtright Reservoir. The video is 35 minutes long. I'm going to play you that video that will psych you up for the screening debut documentary film of the 10/11/02 that we're going to debut here in Fresno, California on July the 14th? 15th, July 15th, which is a Friday. We are going to be the Masters of Ceremony there. We're going to it's going to be awesome night. It's going to be held at the Crest Theater. You can go to eventbrite.com, I believe, to purchase tickets. They're $10 a piece. Go to the Facebook. They actually have a Facebook page on it. Just search 10-11-02, which is the date the event actually occurred in Courtright Reservoir, east of Fresno, California. Then after that 35-minute interview with them here in the studio, which will knock your socks off, we're going to play you our little trip, tits and bits of us up in the mountains. Really cool stuff. If you guys want to see us in action and what we encountered and what we didn't encounter and what we do while we're up there, then you'll get a kick out of it. So we're going to show you that. So it's going to be nonstop. So you're really not going to, we're really pooped right now. So this is going to give us an opportunity just to relax and watch the videos with you all. And we're going to have, I get, Donald Marshall is going to be calling in here in about 8 minutes from Nova Scotia. And we're going to, get him on the line and talk to him for about, like I said, 20-25 minutes. Not very long. We just want to get some updates if he has anything to update us on. And then we'll continue on with Danny and then go for it. So, so we just got back, a little while ago from the mountains. Alan and Chris got there. A new friend of ours who is on chat probably right now, and he goes by Lone Wolf. He's on there right now. If not, he's asleep because he can't get up. Probably pooped, but I'm pretty sure he's on there.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay. And they got there Friday night. Actually, they left like at 12 noonish. I probably got up there to the spot at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm thinking.
3 or 3:30, somewhere in there.
And I didn't get there until 11 o'clock with Rob. I had a wedding to go to that on a Friday afternoon. Yeah, go figure. So I didn't leave here from the house until about 9:30. So I didn't get there until about 11. Actually, I didn't leave until about 9 o'clock, actually. So it's a 2-hour drive. So they experienced some stuff before we arrived. We all heard some stuff. We'll tell you about what we heard. So it's on this video camera here, guys. Oops. All right. This is how I videotaped everything. And we're going to put that up on the big screen in back of us when it's time, so you'll be able to hear and see everything. Yesterday night around 5 o'clock afternoon, I guess, we had thunderstorms in the mountains, and it was so awesome. It rained, and the lightning and thunder, especially the thunder, it was incredible. You're going to be able to hear it. If you're listening to us right now on a computer, which obviously you are, but a lot of us listen to us on TV via, Hulu or whatever they have, the availability on live stream. But get some earphones because you have to hear this thunder. You have to hear this thunder. So go get your earphones, good earphones. If you have them, plug them into your computer because you're going to trip out on the thunder. I mean, it was so loud and just, it was awesome. So, all right. We got another 6 minutes left before Donald calls in. See what happened in the past week. I don't have any notes. I didn't have any pictures up. Heidi, I don't know what happened to Heidi. I hope she's okay. She didn't send me anything via email, which is fine because we have a lot on our plate already as it is, and we won't be able to get to her either way because, like I said, it's going to be nonstop tonight. And this is just what you guys want, nonstop. You guys would rather see us show and talk about and stuff and let you see stuff, and that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to let you see it. The interview with 10/11/02 to Ken and Adolf, 35 minutes. It's going to be on the screen with audio. You'll be able to check that out because they're being abducted today as is. you know, friends and relatives are being abducted along with them. It's absolutely crazy. And for those who don't know what 10/11/02 is, on October the 2nd in 2002, 3 friends went camping in Courtright Reservoir, which is east of Fresno, up in the mountains, and they were abducted 2 nights in a row. And they have evidence that was left on the hood of their truck, a couple of handprints that was, I want to say, burned into the hood of the truck. I first came in contact with them a long time ago when a friend of mine at work said, hey, he had a friend who knows of 3 guys who went camping and got abducted. You need to talk to these guys. And that's how it all started. And because everybody down here where we live know of me, know what I do, know how to contact me because of my 24-hour hotline. So I was like one of the first, actually the first, to come in contact with these guys. One of the abductees' nephew was in film school at the time in San Francisco and graduated and is now doing film work someplace. And he decided to shoot. It intrigued him. He didn't believe in aliens and UFOs. It was just absolutely nonsense to him. So he decided to hear their story and decided to do a documentary on their life now, from then to now. And I have not seen the documentary. Alan has not seen it yet because we are going to see it with everybody on the night it debuts here in Fresno, California on July the 14th. It is open to everybody. It's $10 to get in. I hope you guys show up. People are coming in from out of the city, from around the state. It is going to be very exciting. For those who want to meet us, well, I don't know why, but we're going to be there. This is your... I'm just tripping that people are anxious to meet us in person. I guess you don't think we're live or real people. But we are. So I can't wait. That's going to be a very exciting night for everybody. Hopefully we'll have media there as well. And, the documentary that was shot by Mackenzie Mathis, they actually all did a lie detector test. And they filmed it. And I believe I know what happened, but I'm going to watch and look for the very first time the outcome of that lie detector test that they took for the abduction situation that happened in Courtright. I can't wait for that. So hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow is a holiday for me as well, so I'm going to relax because this past weekend, we did a lot of hiking up there. Well, not a lot of hiking, but when we go hiking to go do what we want to do, the hills are very steep, and it takes a lot out of you. I'm not a young punk anymore, and it takes a lot out of me to climb that. And I went and I gaffed a tree and placed a camera a little bit higher than the other 2 that disappeared on us. And Robert was able to videotape me gaffing it, and you'll be able to see all that because, like I said, we're just not up here talking about it. We're actually living it. We're up in the mountains in the thunderstorms, getting wet in the mud, walking in bush that come up to your thighs and your knees, getting dirty, getting bit by mosquitoes. And I'm climbing almost 20 feet and placing a camera facing downward to see if we can get these turkeys, Sasquatches, and Bigfoots. That's the whole idea of doing this, man. We went to the spot. We heard some stuff. Faintly, very far away. When the time comes, we're going to let Ellen talk about what he and Chris heard, and we'll go from there. So, all right. So we should be getting Donald Marshall here any time. Let me go ahead and lower the screen. And Donald Marshall is going to Skype in with video and audio, and we will put that up on the screen so you can see and hear him And as soon as he calls in, he's supposed to call in 15 minutes after the hour, which is right about now, and hopefully
got about a minute. Looks like.
Well, on my side, on my computer, it shows 15, and I am showing 15. So hopefully he'll call in right now. Okay. So, Mr. Donald Marshall, you can call in anytime you want. All right. So, I think Alan, did you go home and take a nap?
Yep.
You did, right? Yeah. I
didn't mean to. I just like sat down, and next thing I know, my wife was waking me up saying, "Are you doing a show?" Like, what time is it?
Yeah, I went and took a shower and offloaded all the stuff in the truck first, obviously, and I hate that when you get home from a trip like that. You're tired, you're exhausted, and it's hot outside here in Fresno, California. I don't know how hot it is. It's got to be in the upper 80s or lower 90s right now, and you just don't have the enthusiasm, and you're just like, okay, I gotta do this, and
I find it hard to sleep when I'm out there. I mean, I saw that one in 1987, and what I saw makes it hard for me to sleep when we go out there. I mean, and I know they're right around us. I mean, they're making themselves known. They're within, a football field of us, and there's more than one, and so I don't sleep. I mean, I try as best I can, but I just don't sleep. When there's something, that could be 10 feet tall and very, very powerful running around right around you, makes it difficult to sleep, at least for me.
Okay. I'm just Nova Scotia. I believe it's 4-hour difference between here and there.
Really? So he's like at 10 p.m.
It's
for
at
him?
10:15. Yeah. So hopefully he will. Not mistaken. That's what we distinguish as far as the time goes. I know it ain't 3 hour. Not 3 hours difference because it goes up higher that way. There he is.
He's like north, huh?
Yeah. There he is. Donald, are you there?
Donald,
Over.
hey buddy.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling insulted. You guys only give me a fucking 20 to half hour.
Dude, you told me you didn't have much to talk about.
I got a lot, but
okay, I don't see him on the screen. I don't.
You don't see him?
Not to insult your show, but
Oh,
your venue, you guys chase ghosts and shit. And
right.
ghouls and goblins and shit.
And?
You know how important it is what I'm telling people? I'm not trying to be insulting you guys, but it is worldly important. It is a major crisis. I'm trying to find my earphone plug here. And if you guys are a part of that, you guys are world heroes at the same time. Just a second, I think this is the port.
All right. While Donald Marshall is trying to get his situated here, Alan is trying to get.
Are we on now?
Oh well, we got audio, but Alan is trying to.
Everybody can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
Wonderful. I didn't think that we were live.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Great. The whole damn time?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Okay. I think. Well, I can hear you through the headphones now. And
okay.
You can hear me, yes?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. And
well, I can't see you yet.
Alan is trying to.
I'm working on it.
Alan is trying to distinguish get that on this side.
Okay, you'll be able to see us, but.
Oh, we don't get the camera up, dude. We forgot the camera.
No, we didn't have.
Okay.
I wonder why it's not.
Is this the beginning of the show?
Yeah, we're in 15 minutes in it, so you're not going to be able to see us, which is fine. You don't really want to see us.
No, I want to see you.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah, like before when you made me come down on the big screen and I'm the big head.
Okay, well, darn it. All right.
Come on.
All right, hold on.
There he
Hold on.
goes.
I'm going to let Alan go ahead and talk to you while I get the camera situated. Hold on.
Okay, well, Alan, what's new?
Howdy, bro. I can see you
fine.
now. And I think everybody can see you now. Yeah.
Oh, great. That picture is too big, man.
Huh? The picture's too big?
Yeah.
It's on
I
the
don't
wall
consider
behind
myself
me.
That handsome, and I don't like to even be seen. And people think that I'm either dead or taken over by some kind of parasitic lizard.
Man, I've been reading. I've been reading that some of the people think that, but
Yeah,
only, but I could tell, like I read your posts all the time, and I could tell that you're the same old Don.
No, you wouldn't be able to tell, dude.
Are they that good?
They know my mannerisms, my speech patterns, and everything, and they don't call them mimics for nothing.
Mimics. Huh.
You wouldn't doppelgangers, mimics. You wouldn't be able to tell, dude. Um,
Really?
when you will be able to tell, and for everyone out there, you'll be able to tell when I start taking things back.
Oh, I see. So you'll start going back on your word or what you've been saying over the course
Not
of the
right
years.
away,
Yeah.
little bit by little bit.
Huh.
But that's when you'll know. Because I'll never take nothing back.
Right. Yeah.
Because I only, very carefully, have told things that I am only certain about. I don't elaborate or, like, assume, you know. Only things that have been proven to me. And they've proven things to me over and over again. Like, I won't say retarded because it's politically incorrect. Like mentally handicapped children. They would say, "We can do this, Dawn." And I'd say, "I don't believe you can do that." And over again throughout my life, they would say, "Yes, we can. Look." And they would prove it to me. Just
So
to
they
prove
make
me wrong.
they
Just to
make people
prove me
born that way, right? Is that
what?
they make it, or they cause people to be born like that, like retarded, or
No, it's when people die.
oh
They come back with the
oh
chip.
man,
You know,
what
in a
happened to
stolen
Prince,
body
dude?
or a chip in the head of a clone, and then they're stupefied with the flaws of intellect, and then they're stupefied.
Man, that sucks, man.
More than you realize, it
That's
sucks.
almost too much power for somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, guess what? Those people that died, they're usually rich and politically powerful people, and you guys had all better pray for my success if you believe in any gods at all.
Right.
Which makes me feel
Well,
stupid.
okay. Do you believe in God?
I believe in many gods now. I
Mhm.
would tell you about it, but then I would sound like a schizoid.
Why is that?
But why that, did
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah. I mean, I believe in a higher power. You know,
I did too.
at one time.
Yeah, but then I got introduced to a multitude of the higher powers.
Okay.
You don't know what's going on. I can't believe. Okay, for the viewers, I'm going to X out of some of these smaller windows. For the viewers in the crowd, can you tell them how long I have to speak to you? Because I'm not sure. Is it 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. The last time we spoke before this interview,
I.
I wanted you to come on, but then you told me you didn't have much to talk about, so I don't know what we would be talking
No,
about.
dude, clarify. I have very much to talk about, but I don't want to be punished tonight when I go to sleep.
Okay. So you have a lot to talk about, but you can't talk about some of the stuff because you're afraid you're going to get busted, punished in the cloning centers, right?
Yeah, but I don't really care about that.
Okay.
Remember this for the future, you two. Um, I'm going to be dead. You are both going to be able to sell this broadcast and your perceptions of this broadcast for a lot of money. Kind of a big deal. And it'll be even more of a big deal after I'm dead, which I assume I will be.
Man, I hope they don't kill you.
Now you were gone for a month on
Sad.
Facebook. What happened? You were gone for a month on Facebook. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. For the first 30 days, I got. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Well, it is an F word, but not the F word.
You can say whatever you want.
I hate Prince, the singer. All right, I
Right.
hate him. He used to they used to use me and when I was a child to make songs for Prince when I was a kid, okay? As retarded as that sounds, I have to say that's what happened. And many, many more people. I was a phenomenon about making songs and coming up with melodies that stuck in people's heads. And the poetry and lyrics in the songs didn't even matter at all. People just assumed that they were metaphorical and meant something in a strange way, but they didn't. Sometimes they just rhymed. I didn't like Prince. And the reason I was banned for the 30 days, I said I don't care that Prince is dead. He was a fag. Anyway, I said the F-A-G word, you guys. I'm sorry. Not really. I'm not. I lied there. I'm not sorry. I don't really like homosexual men at all. Don't sympathize with their lifestyle. Mind you, I like lesbians. I have to say
I
that.
do
So
too.
it's not like I'm against homosexuality. If I was a woman, I would be a lesbian myself because the feminine form is very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I find the human male hairy to be unattractive. Like I'm glad that I am found attractive sometimes. That's all that I mean. Anyway, after the 30 days was almost up, do you know what happened then?
No.
Facebook will pay. They'll say it was an automated thing that did it. I got banned for another 3 days so that they could say it was 33 days because they love that number.
Okay, so they banned you because you said something bad about Prince?
No, because I said fag. I said I don't care about that fag.
Oh, okay. All
Who
right.
cares about that dead fag or something like that? I can't remember.
So
exactly.
somebody turned you in, or they were monitoring you
No, they were monitoring me. They monitored me
for a while.
every day, every minute,
Yeah.
in more ways than you understand.
Oh, yeah.
I could tell you, and you probably wouldn't believe me, and half of your viewers that haven't looked into my story would think that I was some kind of a schizoid, which I'm not. I'll tell you in a minute. 30 days banned because I said F-A-G.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them it
I
was
like
just a
lesbians.
cigarette.
I like lesbians. Don't get me wrong. Lesbians are very cool in my book. I've tried to turn some of them back to our team. Anyway, after the 30 days were almost up, they do not want me to do this show, by the way. They banned me for another 3 days after the 30. Do you know why? This was the most retarded thing. I can see banning me for saying the F-A-G word, a homo slur, you know. Do you know what they said? And they will pay for this and answer for this. They said, well, you can look on my Facebook wall. They said something like, it is illegal to post pictures of women or people that are under the age of 18 or something. Mind you, I couldn't post in the Facebook Messenger either. So that's a moot point. I couldn't have posted anything, much less pictures of people that are under 18, which I would only have to assume are women, because, you know, I'm not going to post pictures of naked guys. Mind you, I wouldn't post pictures of naked women either. That's not what I'm doing, right? Never mind. It was just an idiotic thing.
Right.
What are we talking about, guys?
Well,
What's
what
up?
do you
What's
want?
top?
Well, let's
What?
talk. Let's talk about. Okay. You know, obviously, the last time we had you on, we talked about a lot of stuff. We had you on for a long time, dude. A lot of stuff.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. Now, okay, obviously, since then, Prince has died, and a lot of people want to know if you know anything about Prince. And obviously, we talked about it a little bit.
Shall I pour out a little liquor
The
for
what?
the homie? Shall I pour out a little liquor for the homie that did not make it?
If you want, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to. It's better used elsewhere.
I kind of figured he's having a good time over there. Sounds like you're like night and day from last time. You told me you were gonna, and I do, and I don't want to say what I do in the beginning of every show, but I like your right now. I like the way you are right now because I feel that.
I'm a little bit pissed, dude.
Yeah.
Would you like to know why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and now do not take offense. I'm telling you, do not take offense. This is not derogatory to your show. Your show is pretty cool. I like the set. You have cool props and everything.
Uh-huh.
But it is a catastrophe that I have to fall back to this kind of a venue to expose the things that I know which should be on CNN. Which could sound like an insult to you, but
no,
it's
not at all.
It is not.
No.
Your set looks very cool, especially the big Sasquatch in the background. It's very cool. And you even got a gray alien sitting back there somewhere.
Yeah.
But you guys, I am not going to survive.
I've wondered
Yeah, you're
about
looking
that.
at a dead man. I figured I was going to be dead already.
I've been wondering about that for a year.
I do not care.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what were you saying?
I said I've been wondering about that for a year because you kind of been warning us, on Facebook, like, and then you would disappear. Everybody's like, oh man,
why I'm not dead already. I can explain. I've already written it out on Facebook. I've written out everything, and it is all free, by the way, everyone.
Yep.
Yep. And
I am never selling a book, and I am never selling tickets to a lecture or something like everyone else does.
Right.
That should be an inclination that something is different.
I agree. It's the same thing here, dude. We don't sell. Well, people want us to sell, cups and shirts and and write books and all that. But I have not made a cent to this day by selling stuff for this show. Just to let you know, not a single. Okay, we've accepted donations for those who can. We appreciate those people who have donated, but we're not talking thousands and thousands of dollars. We're only talking hundreds of dollars. All right. So.
Well, then I guess you're a crusader for justice and truth.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that separates us from the people who are out there selling stuff to make money. That's not us here, and
yes.
I just want to make sure you understand that. And eventually, we are going to start selling stuff because I'm paying out of my pocket, for internet, for live stream, for all this. It's coming out of my pocket. I'm not charging people for shit.
People that do that get rewarded in the future for their sacrifices.
Well, I'm hoping that things are going to get better for us and we're going to get bigger, and that's the way it's looking right now. So,
mind you, think of my situation.
Well, yeah,
dead men enjoy no rewards.
Dead man walking, huh?
Exactly. I said that at cloning a bunch of times. Like from Green Mile, I kept on saying it. Dead man walking, dead man here, dead man here.
Yep.
And then they told me to shut up or I get smashed. Mind you, they do not want me to do this interview. I don't know what the hell I say.
That's interesting.
There is something that I say that they do not.
What is what have you heard from whom have told you?
I can tell you, but it will sound absurd. Would you like to hear?
Absolutely, I'd love to hear it.
That's what everybody's asking right now.
You've seen the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We have. You wouldn't know because you don't have chips, or as far as I know. We have redone these past 3 days. Second time through now. And you can believe me or not. I don't care. But
I think it's cool. We went squatching for 3 days, 3 times. I love it.
No, the past 3 days, it involves the CERN Hadron Collider. When they slam protons, I don't know if I told you this the last time, they can do an effect. They call it the Groundhog Day effect, just like the movie. And if things don't go their way, they can go back to the last slam, whether they did it yesterday or 3 days ago or last week. and then they can correct things, but you do not remember unless you have a chip in your brain. A certain kind of chip, which I have, and many of the other ones do have, and they're multi use chips. They do multiple things, they transfer consciousness and everything. Now, you people, normal civilians, would feel a strong deja vu. If they do it a third time, you remember everything. You could even remember lottery numbers.
Whoa, that was cool.
But we are only in the second time through, and I'm very certain that we have already done this. And I don't know what I said to piss them off, but and I don't want to go to sleep tonight and get my skin cut off.
So let's talk about, and like I said, we just got home a little while ago. I wasn't able to put down in words, but the guy from Harry Potter just came out, about 3 or 4 days ago about Hollywood and children and molestation, pedophile,
No, you got the wrong guy. The guy from Harry Potter is a different guy.
Oh.
This is the guy Elijah Wood from the
Wood.
Lord of the Rings.
Thank you. My bad. You're right.
The guy from Harry Potter is a different guy that looks very similar.
You got it. My bad. Yes. Okay. So the guy from Lord of the Rings. So can you what can you tell me about the Hollywood elite? They're obviously connected with the Brill, right? I mean,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes. And
Okay.
silence through fear. I feel I should talk quickly because you only gave me a half hour. Okay, listen. Elijah Wood didn't mind being used when he was a kid for benefit.
Money, right? Fame.
That's what most of them do.
Yeah.
If they ever try to talk,
Which he's doing now. I mean, don't you think
he took it back. He took it back and said
What?
that he didn't even mean it. He said he was elaborating on someone else's article and they took it out of context.
really? I missed that.
Yeah,
I
but that
missed
was
that.
just a lie because
Somebody told them to
they
not.
bounced time. And they said, take it back or we're going to kill you. That's what they do. That's why no one can talk. Because they bounce time. That's the biggest fail-safe, you guys. Oh my god. I'm trying to save the world here, you guys. They have time bounce tech like the Groundhog Day effect with Bill Murray. They can do it a day or a week whenever they made the past slam. Now, if someone comes out tomorrow, say Pink the singer, and Elijah Wood knows all about me, all about cloning. I've met him and talked to him there. Same with Pink the singer. I'm just using her as an example. If she comes out tomorrow on national, international live television and says, there's a cloning center and they're killing people, they use us as slaves and we can't say anything, do you know what they do? We will again go back to 3 days ago to the last proton slam of CERN Hadron Collider. I don't know how the science works. I'm not a physicist. They will go back to 3 days ago, and guess what happens to Pink? Pink gets shot 3 days ago. Yeah. Alright. Pink gets shot.
Somebody trying to sleep back there?
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Yeah.
He doesn't know I'm on the radio. You guys are making me a little excited. I'm kind of frantic because look at the lengths that I have to go to.
No, I understand.
And again, not an insult.
Right.
But it should be CNN.
Well, they control that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They control all that. I mean, I've
Yes,
read
they
your
do.
stuff. and-
Anderson Cooper is that cloning, yes.
Yeah, they control it. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff from your website. In fact, there's some questions in here they were telling you, they were asking the Mandela effect. What do you know about the Mandela
That
effect?
has to do with the time bounce thing. They change things for
Right,
sometimes just for a joke.
Let me get that's from Elizabeth.
No, actually a bunch of people were asking.
Really? Because Elizabeth is very much. People are. For those who don't know what the Mandela effect is that I don't know how I can explain this, but you know of something, and then you go back to do research on it, and it's totally wrong what you know, and it's been changed. It's different.
In a slight way.
Yes, from what you remember it to be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years ago. It's like, wait a minute, I thought that actor was dead, but he's alive, or vice versa. Or a print in the Bible or a print in a manuscript that you read is changed slightly to where the effect or the meaning has now been totally changed for a different way.
They do that for a joke.
Really? Wow.
Because no one can do anything about it.
Right.
Think about it. What has anybody done about it?
You can't. I mean, if you come out and say what we're saying right now on freaking NBC or CNN, they're going to laugh you out the door.
Yeah.
And call you crazy.
Absolutely. But people
what
are
can you do
people are catching it now, and they're reporting it on social media, where other people will go back and do research to say, hey, you're absolutely right. It has changed. I remember that actor was dead, but now he's alive, or
They can't change it very much, though, or it'll cause something called paradox that will change other things. So they only change it in a minute way. The spelling of a movie, other things. They just do it for a joke to flaunt their power.
See, we tell people that they tell us in advance with television and radio shows and movies. I mean, they tell us what they're doing, and everybody thinks it's entertainment, but really it's real, huh?
Oh, you don't say.
But only
No, I don't believe you. I don't
No?
think that's true. No, you're wrong. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, well, that is true. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Come on.
Okay.
You had me scared there. Damn it.
Yeah, I was.
You know what? I'll open up another beer, dude. You need another beer.
I'm not through this one.
Oh,
I lost my smokes, though. It's not good.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have to do without for now.
Okay.
Anyway, we only have a half an hour. Let me recap what we did in the past.
Okay.
They have a cloning situation. It is not cloning from a baby. That is replication cloning. They have this thing called duplication cloning. They can make a duplicate of you. Now, somehow, through neurology, they can make you be activated into your dreams. It's in songs all over the place. Sometimes I put hints in the songs. This is so terrible. I feel like I have to recap everything.
No, not really. If anybody wants to go back and watch the show that we did previous, they can. But you know,
but there's new people.
Yeah, I know.
People can. The Illuminati can entrap your consciousness in a way. It's like a soul cage. It's a terrible thing. They can activate you into a duplicate clone of yourself while you are in total REM sleep. And then have the option of having you remember that or not. And they can interrogate you for anything that you know, your passwords, anything. It's crazy. And they can terrorize you, torture you, which they've done to me and others. Most people kill themselves. I didn't.
Why?
You better. Why? What?
Why?
Didn't I?
No. Why do you think they got rid of Prince?
Oh, I don't know. Well, there was a rumor saying he was trying to get ownership of his copyright or something.
Right, which he succeeded, and that made that took away the money toward the record companies to him, and that right there is a big no-no.
He's not getting any money now.
No. You go against the man. You go against them. You're going down. Absolutely, money is everything to them. That's how they control.
Unless you're me.
I
am the only exception. Do you know why?
Actually, so far you really are. Everybody else that talks about this gets shut up. Yeah.
Phil Schneider.
Yeah, they shut him up.
Did you ever hear of Phil Schneider?
Heck
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
There's an
found him with a
unsung
piano
hero. He
wire.
tried to do what I'm doing, but he
Hmm.
didn't know the entirety. Do you know why they have allowed me to live?
I have no idea.
Let me tell you. Because I made an absurd amount of songs. Top 10 songs since the 80s, since I was a child. It's the only reason they've allowed me to survive. As retarded as that sounds, I'm sorry. But it's true.
If there was one thing that you haven't told everyone that you thought was one of the most important things that people to know right now, what would it be?
Mm, it's three things. In a nutshell, people are being consciousness transferred into clones and getting messed up and killed remotely. Remote murder, it's easy. Untraceable. Two, they use alien body snatchers, foreign and domestic. There's a biological body snatching method, and then there's a technological body snatching method, just like Selfless, where people avoid death using microchips in the head and live again. They would use clones, but it's not as good as a real person. Three. Well, that is the third part. The biological body snatching and then the technological body snatching. Those are the next two things. It's the most important things that I have to tell everyone about. And there's aliens. There's multiple kinds of aliens. And they are all ugly. Humans are the best looking aliens. In case anybody's wondering.
They must be jealous of us, huh? Because
They
we're
are
better
jealous
looking.
of us. That's why they want to be us.
Ah.
Most kinds are like some of these freaks online say. Lizards, reptilian, they are a reptilian type. But there's lots of different kinds of reptilian types. And some of them don't even like each other.
Right. They war against their own self.
Well, only so much.
Cool.
I've seen them. They come and have spoken to me a lot. You know, your Anunnakis and your Zeta Reticulums. Oh, they're real. They put themselves in movies, portray themselves in movies to get an idea of what people think about what they look like. And they are not pleased. When they get called ugly, disgusting, they hate us even more. I've talked to so many different kinds. There's a collaboration of aliens, and religious people will hate me for saying this, but they call themselves the Covenant, which sounds like it has religious connotations. I don't know. I don't care. They call themselves the Covenant. It's a collaboration of 8 different kinds of like alien races. I thought there was only some from underground, but there are some from space as well. I only tell people things that I know for absolute certain.
Right.
And I found this stuff out for certain.
Is there anything like lately that we should be worried about? Are they have a plan that we should be worried about or preparing for or anything?
They don't tell me much now because they know I'll only relate it.
Oh.
But what I have found out, well, it's funny. It's 50-50. They're either going to try to promote me as, because they love enacting prophecy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple prophecies, Hopi, Nostradamus, and Revelations, and everything. They try to put it in a big smorgasbord. They either want to promote me as the good guy in all of this, or they want to promote me as the Antichrist.
Interesting.
and I am not the Antichrist. You will see in the end. I'm just not. They scared the hell out of me saying that they would try to do that. But they were threatening me with that if I don't go along with them, say what they want me to say. They will say that and try to use something called the highlight reel to denounce me and make me look bad. They have this thing called the highlight reel where I am at cloning under drugs and mind control doing very questionable things. And the casual observer will take these things at face value right away. But I have no memory of these things.
Alright.
So, anyway, is our half hour up, Sasquatch hunters?
I'm giving you more time because you're spilling your guts, buddy, and that's what I want. I want you to spill your guts. And you told me that beforehand that you were gonna, like I do, take a couple of drinks before, loosen up, and you are loosening up, and everybody is loving it because you are spilling your guts, buddy, and that's what I want you to do.
Do we have a lot of live viewers and people in the chat room?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for some reason mine's not saying how many, but they were saying there's like, I don't know, 300 or something.
That's a lot.
I wish I could find my cigarettes. I'm very stressed talking about this stuff.
Well, go ahead and look for them, man, because if that's gonna help you calm down and talk some more, then go for it.
I've already looked. They're not anywhere close.
Not anywhere close. Okay.
No,
right.
I'm going to have to spend some time looking for them. I can do without for now.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Well,
they say there's 278 in the chat.
Just in chat.
That's just in chat, though.
Yeah, there's a lot.
278 people.
Yeah.
Just in chat, not viewing this, but you have to sign up to get into chat. That's totally different than viewers.
Still not enough.
Well, no, that's a lot, dude. A lot of people, 278 who are talking among each other. That is a lot compared to a lot of other sites, dude. Trust me.
Probably just my cult followers.
It could be.
There's some in there.
Trust me, they're there.
There's some in there.
Do you know what some people have said about me, you guys?
What?
Oh my God.
What did they say?
That I'm a cult leader, like Charles Manson. Facebook Manson.
I never thought about that, dude.
They've said that I am the Antichrist. Some religious fanatics, zealots.
Yeah, I can't.
They have
see that.
said that.
I can't see that.
I can't see that either because I do good stuff. I'm like inherently good.
Right.
Also, what they said that I'm lying for financial gain when I don't get anything.
Right. So that's out.
Man, we know that feeling.
People have called me such names that I've never been called in my life.
Yeah, what people don't understand and don't do research is that there are rock stars coming out and talking about cloning centers now, dude.
They consider that satire when they see it.
Oh, bullshit.
They don't even listen to it. They go, oh, well, that's very interesting. Like.
Right.
And they put a like on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. No. Good Sunday read.
Right.
They don't care.
Oh, see, that right there is telling me, if it wasn't for those rock stars out there who are multimillionaires, who are, hit after hit selling out arenas, and they're coming out and saying, I'm cloned. I've seen cloning centers, even rappers, and now Nicki Minaj and that other dude. I was expecting them to go 6 feet under because
Nicki
of saying
Minaj,
that.
Erased it because she probably was scared of going 6 feet under.
Right.
But there's multiple others that have said it, but then also erased it.
Right. Now, for all those,
even Elijah Wood went back on what he said because he probably went to sleep, woke up at cloning, and they said, "Take it back," and he did.
Wow.
That happens all the time. Like even Tila Tequila, even though she's a drug-addled porn whore. Am I allowed to say that?
You did.
She went on YouTube, put out a YouTube video, the cloning centers. She did it by surprise. Like she was supposed to talk about the black nobility. And she went on and started talking about cloning centers and what happens there. And then she got threatened that night when she went to sleep. I was there. She got threatened by an alien. She got screamed in the face. This far away from her face. It screamed in her face. Her hair was flying back and everything, just like a movie. I was in the stands. It was refreshing to have someone else in the dirt.
Oh, man.
With an alien. And I was in the stands for once. It screamed in her face, hair flying back. After that, well, she was very brave, though. She just stood there. I mean, she blinked, though, because there was some spit going in her face and stuff. From what they call a Vril Type 3. Phil Schneider used to call them long neck grays.
Yeah. The ones that ripped him open. Right?
This one's neck was not that long. And it was very ugly. And it screeched high pitch in her face. After that, she didn't say much of anything.
Wow.
And she left my friends list. She never really spoke to me again.
Yeah, I noticed you two don't get along now at all.
Well,
she says stuff about you, and you say stuff about her.
Well, I think
funny thing is, she's the only one, even though she's a D-list celebrity or Z-list celebrity, really.
Right.
She's the only celebrity that has ever talked in a derogatory fashion about me. None of the others are supposedly allowed. And can I tell you a little secret?
Absolutely.
Her child is supposed to be made from my genes. Clone sperm. Clone sperm still works. Like, I never banged Tila. I would never. I'd be afraid of getting some kind of rot. Like, honestly, what? That's not realistic? Yeah, really, yeah.
I agree with you, man. Believe it's funny, but I agree with you.
Still works. Clone eggs from women do not work.
Well,
you can use clone people as stud horses, and she used me for this, and that child is supposed to be a spawn of me.
Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's see if it's a real call. Hello, you're on the air. Who's this?
Oh, hey, this is Jordan.
Jordan, you have a question for Donald?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I actually have a major question about the paranormal.
Oh, is it concerning Donald though?
I don't know.
No. Okay. You know, we're talking with somebody right now. Call back in later, okay?
How long?
An hour and a half.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Bye.
It's too bad you couldn't give these people like a cyber slap in the face. You know, okay.
Sometimes, man.
Paranormal.
It feels
I know a hell of a lot about paranormal. And can I make your jobs easier?
Hey, I have a question, Donald. Were you able to hear him right now when he was on the air?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was very annoying, actually. I don't like to answer questions. I did it for 2 years.
Did you? Okay.
I don't want to anymore.
Okay, right on. All right.
Guys.
Yeah.
You won't believe me, but guess what?
What?
There's no such thing as ghosts, ghasts, poltergeists. There is no such thing. There are undead.
Yep.
But they are recorded on microchip, and they body snatch people and live again. That is the only undead you will find in the world. If you see evidence of cupboard doors opening and shit, it's people with spider wire trying to deceive you. It's the Vladimir Putin at cloning, because I asked them since I was 12, you guys. I said, I want to know about ghosts. I want to know. And I asked them about everything, and they told me everything. I don't know why. I think just because of the songs, they just wanted to have, they wanted to talk to me. Vladimir Putin said it best. From Russia, yeah, Vladimir Putin, president of Russia. He said, don't listen. And he's a very terrible man. He is one of the worst people I've ever known in the world. One of the worst people in the world. He said, don't listen. If there was real ghost, I would have captured one by now, cage it, and be drawing power from it to power submarine. There is no ghost. I would be sucking the juice out of it for energy to power a military vehicle. There's no ghosts, you guys. It's just they keep the idea alive to keep movies going, you know?
What about Bigfoots?
I don't want to dilute my information with talk about Bigfoot. Mind you, Bigfoot is real, but
Yeah.
it doesn't run around wild, and you guys are never going to find it.
Yeah.
Bigfoot ain't from Earth, I'll tell you. But it's not a smart alien.
Yeah.
It's a pitied alien. You'll find out in the end. You're not going to catch them, though. They get put into animal preservation zone in the woods. I told you about it the other day, a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're
But
telling
let's not get into that. There's more important things.
Okay. Well, I'm the Bigfoot guy. Like my shirt, you know, I got a Bigfoot
Well-
on it. I like chasing them around, even though I can't catch them. You're right.
You'll
They're-
never catch
to me,
them. The
they're
government
ninjas.
will never allow
like,
you
know,
to.
They're like ninjas. Now you see it, now you don't. Just like that.
Well, I would tell you, but there's much more important things, and they're not even smart things. So,
Right.
and it's trivial, really. What else did I want to tell you guys about? You're all in a whole lot of trouble.
Hey, what do you know about this coming election, presidential election?
Well, there's a prophecy that says there isn't going to be an election.
Yeah. Is that what you're referring to as we're in a lot of trouble? Or is it meaning like we're in a lot of trouble for having you on here? Like, I
We've
wonder about that
always
sometimes.
been in a lot of trouble, dude. Do
Yeah.
you know how many children go missing every year?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Do you know the actual number, dude?
It's in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
what does people do about it? And it's concentrated around certain areas.
Yes, it
Do you know
is.
why?
No, I don't
Well,
know.
sometimes it's retards. And
What
purples and stuff.
underground bases maybe?
That's what we think.
Underground bases and aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you last time that aliens are extreme perverts?
I believe that. I mean, what the biggest joke there is you're going to get probed. You know, when then people start talking and joking about aliens.
Well, sometimes
it's a they're sick.
those abductions are not even real. It's people messing with people. There's some bad stuff going on. I can't believe I don't have an angry mob by now. What is going on, you guys?
Are you in the chat where you could read? You do have an angry mob. A little bit.
No, I'm not reading right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, whenever we talk about everything here, Donald, and you can't you can't make everybody happy.
Mm-mm.
You can't. We're gonna have people.
No,
we're gonna
I
have
know.
people. We're gonna have people on on here like you, where we get a lot of people asking for you, and because you're throwing shit out there that are just blowing people's minds, man.
Yeah.
But
And
it's all true, and
Yeah.
you need to hear it.
yeah,
And we'll catch shit about it, but only, you know what? Then next week we'll have somebody else that's talking about something totally different, and a lot of people want to see him, but then there's a lot that don't, and we catch shit about it,
but we can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
In the future, you will roll your eyes and be disappointed that you even had them on your show and not me.
Sometimes we already have.
Yeah. So.
No, you guys, they're going to allow me to win. It's going to look set up, too. What happens on my Facebook wall, I tell people about certain things. And then some reputed scientist comes out and says, this is what we can do now. And it's something that I said 5 days ago.
Yep.
They corroborate me intentionally.
Mhm.
Intentionally. And it actually makes it, they've done it so many times. They've done it about 30 times in the past couple of years. And it makes it look like I am down in a nefarious plot with them. But I'm not. But I think maybe that's what they're trying to insinuate. But it's not the case.
Well, I think the best thing you ever put on your Facebook was you were describing these ugly aliens. All of them were ugly, but they
They're
gave
all
you
ugly.
an AR-15 or something, and I don't know why they did, but and you're like, I
To
ran
make
out
me
there
feel more secure.
and you shot the hell out of the dude, and I thought that was the greatest thing I ever heard, man. I was cheering you on in that one.
They gave me a pistol, one time too, and I did something like that too. But they got me back.
Oh, did they? Oh man.
Oh, they punished me. Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying it was
But,
like a 400-year-old, like really high up dude,
well,
and you
lizards
shot
live a
him
long
up.
time. Lizard types live a very long time, longer than humans. Right? We're mammals. Lizards live longer than mammals.
Yeah.
There was different kinds of things that I got at different times. Mind you, I thought that I was dead.
Oh, I believe it.
So I did not care. Doom is doom. And no one has insulted Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, as much as me. And
That's
lived.
true.
I mean, Chris Benoit, the wrestler, insulted her a little bit. And look what happened with him, right?
Yeah, his whole family.
I've done it. I've done it 100,000 times more than him, and I'm still alive only because of old songs. So I always thought I was dead. So I go for broke.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't feel secure here. So they'd say, here, hold this revolver. This was after a long time. Like, I never got to do this for a long time. And I would gain their trust, and then they'd get an important sentient being around me, and I'd go,
I wonder if they die.
pow!
Yeah.
Right in the face, because I didn't care. I figured they were going to kill me anyway. I thought I was dead. Doom is doom, right?
Yep.
Until I found out they can cage your soul.
Oh man.
So guess what happens if I die without being able to expose all of this? I am doomed, and I basically go to hell. Hell being manufactured, technological, live again and again and again hell through clone after clone after clone. And they can manipulate your memories too. So
does that mean that Queen Elizabeth and maybe Vladimir Putin has been around for a very long time?
It's very possible, but I'm not certain of that. But they're scared of the things, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could show you pictures. I was gonna put one up on my tablet and show you these things, but they're carved on rock walls, cartouches of them. These big bird things and these big bulbous eyes, guys, with perfectly manicured curled beards. And they are real things.
I seen those. Like one of them's even holding a big old tiger or something, like by the neck, and he's huge.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They call those guys Elohims,
Yeah.
which is something in religion too. And those bird guys are Anunnakis. But you guys ever see the movie The Dark Crystal?
Yeah.
When they get old, they look like Skeksis. Their feathers come out, and they get all twisted and bent over.
Just like those guys in the movie.
Yes.
You know, they all look all old and hunched over, you know, and
Dude,
frail.
not even semi like them. Accurate.
Oh, wow.
And that's what they look like when they get elderly. And the other things, those guys that go, oh, those mystics, they call them in that show. Those are real things too, but those aren't Anunnakis. They are Nephilims, and they're just a evolved kind of rodent. They're rodentia type. That thing they do,
Yeah.
they come from underground too. That is why they survived underground, because vrills and everything down there, the lizard types, they have very sensitive hearing. They have sonar and everything. Now, when these things would go, do that, they call it the cord, right? When they would do it together, it would drive off the lizard types. It would make them driven away from them because it hurts their heads.
That's interesting.
Mind you, they don't have 4 arms. They only have 2 arms, but they look identical. Those were really, really old ones, though. Those mystics, they lose their hair, except for on the top. You know how it just covers up their eyes and stuff? they lose their hair everywhere but the top, which is kind of the opposite from humans. But when they're younger, they have fur all over them. They look like teddy bear hamsters. It's disgusting. Governments know about them and everything.
Well, Mr. Donald Marshall, you've been on for an hour, dude.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
Yeah, because I didn't think I was only gonna have enough, to get out of you for like 20 minutes. Because that's what, you told me last time. But I'm glad that.
There's a lot to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Ra from ancient Egypt, it's not even Ra. He pronounces it Ray.
Right.
And he looks just like that.
The bird-headed.
Big bird, but they're not just birds. They're reptile birds.
Hey, what can you tell me about my girlfriend, Katy Perry?
She told me years ago that she was a host. But I don't know for real. She's not very smart.
Host. That's bad, dude. You don't want a girlfriend that's a host.
Damn it!
No.
Yeah. That means
it's way worse than the movie. It's not a timeshare.
Yeah.
Why do you think they made that movie called The Host? It's to gain sympathy for hosts.
Yeah.
But it's not a timeshare. It's total takeover, and the previous person dies. It's not sane.
Dang.
I'm bummed. All my viewers, all our friends here know that I have a thing for Katie, but we all know
it must be a visual thing because man, there's nothing up there. To like.
Yeah, I know.
You won't like her in time.
Thank Donald. Appreciate it. You just ruined my night. Appreciate it.
Well, sorry about that, but you thank me later.
No kidding.
Okay, dude. All right. This is awesome. Like I said, I was only expecting 20-25 minutes only because of, we spoke a lot the last time we had you on, and
well, I'm so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I mean you're there's like I said, there's you don't
actually when you could talk, you have really. I mean, you keep me on the edge of my seat, really, and I read all your stuff, man. I'm like your biggest fan on Facebook, and you don't even know it.
Cool.
But I read all of it all the time,
and I have no idea.
Great.
Yeah, and I have no idea who you are, dude. So. Just kidding.
I expect everybody to read everything.
Well, I mean, free. I've been reading it for a long time. Since you've been on Facebook, I've been reading it for a long time.
I'm going to be honest. Alan has been telling me about this dude by the name of Donald Marshall for years and years and years since we've been doing this. And I'm going, why do you keep talking about this dude? And he heard you, he did his research on you about underground bases and cloning centers, and I thought he was absolutely out of his effing mind.
William Cooper.
Okay, I thought he was absolutely. I was about to kick him off the show because he kept.
I would have thought that myself.
Okay,
by the way.
But then everybody started talking about you, dude. And then when I finally heard Nicki Minaj and the rappers talking about cloning centers and really.
Then finally he goes, click.
Putting them out there. Because it takes a lot to me. It takes a lot for me to get somebody on this show to talk about the stuff that you're talking about. Because people are, we're going to get slack for it. But I don't care. Because like I said, there's people talking about you who are well known in the music industry.
Yeah.
All right? So there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because it sounds to me that this shit could be true.
Yeah.
It could possibly be true.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just a crazy person.
Well, then Nicki Minaj and that other rapper dude.
Everybody, man, to figure
then
out.
They're all crazy too.
Absolutely.
Trying to jump on my crazy bandwagon. So I'll go for a ride. Yeah.
Well, I've heard many of them in the old guys, the real old musicians. And they get asked, how come you're still touring and you're 82? He's like, well,
I got a contract, man.
Yeah, I got to fulfill the contract. And then they go, well, who do you work for? Well, we work for the guy that controls everything. Yeah, and they go, you mean everything? And he said, everything you can see and everything you can't see. That's what they say.
That was Bob Dylan, right?
Bob Dylan said it.
Bob Dylan said that, dude. We played that audio on here and freaked people out.
Yeah.
And that was before my time.
That was yeah.
Actually, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
But only that just
person that controlled things back then is not around anymore, and guess who makes the songs now? Well, not anymore, but I made an absurd amount of songs. Wait until you see.
man, they should share
80s,
with
from
you.
the 80s, Bryan Adams and everything, ran it from Madonna and everything. It's crazy shit.
They
Wait
should
till you
be
see.
like setting you up with money then, man. It makes me mad they just stole it from you.
I won't need it later.
But only then, like, I'll go and play a little piece of a song on YouTube, and they'll copyright hit me, right? They suck, dude. I'm telling you.
all right, Donald, dude, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I think you already blew everybody out of the water again.
Yeah.
And that was our intent, because
And this time I'm gonna have your name in big light saying Donald Marshall. Last time I screwed up and forgot to do it on YouTube, but I changed it and it turned it around.
So-
You know.
Well,
Okay.
you know, I want to get you on here again at a
Yeah.
later time, and this time, you know, just like you did today, dude. I love it that you opened up, and I know why. It's because you know you had a couple of drinks in there, and
Yeah, that's why.
and it shows, and you opened up, dude. And there's a lot of people out there who are appreciative of that.
Well, next time, let's bring Nicki Minaj or Tila Tequila, or both at the same time.
Well, dude,
That might
I
happen.
tried to get Tia, what's her face? I actually sent her a couple of messages, and she never responded back
What's
to
her
me.
face? You tried to get what's her face?
Next time, offer her a 40 of malt liquor and a 24-pack of lube rib condoms.
Oh my God! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Donald Marshall. Thank you very much. Send all hate mail to Donald Marshall, care of. No, just kidding.
Hey, it might do it. It might do the trick.
It might.
All right, dude. You take care of yourself and keep
Dude.
in touch. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, dude.
Right on, man.
Cool. All
Thank
right,
you,
brothers.
brother.
See ya. Yeah.
That was cool. Donald Marshall's.
Okay. And you know, he told me beforehand, I'm gonna get drunk, and I thought to myself, is that a good thing or a bad thing? But
It was better. I
But
think.
he opened up.
Last time he was too shy.
He was
and
too
everything,
shy,
yeah.
too conservative. He was holding back a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We had to keep asking question after question after question. This time, he was just throwing it out there. Now, all you guys, I know, if this is your first time, if you don't know who this guy is, I understand. It is way out there. I understand. And we lost the signal. Oh, the signal will come back right now. There it is. And so you just need I didn't believe in this guy, and to this day it's still hard to comprehend. But when you have rock stars who are talking about cloning stations and they're tweeting it on Twitter accounts, then you have to step back and say, wait a minute,
Why would they even do that?
Donald Marshall was talking about this way before these rock stars, and he was naming these names of these rock stars. Then all of a sudden these rock stars are now coming out and saying, we are at the cloning center, this shit is actually happening now. Before, like I said, Donald Marshall was the one who was throwing it out there before. And I remember Alan was telling me about this guy when we were in a little small room in my house, and I was looking at Alan saying, dude, what are you smoking, crack? You know, and
He said something tonight that's scary, man.
what's that?
A soul, capturing a soul. I mean, people that are Christians and everything should be worried about that. If they could capture your soul, because that's what it's all about, man. It's all about the soul.
Right.
I mean, that's what the big fight of the universe is. And if they figured out how to capture it and contain it like in a cell, or, you know, to keep it from going where you were created to go, that is scary right there, man. That
All
is
right.
sobering.
Let's take this down a little bit and get Mr. Danny Valderrama on the air and talk about what Donald Marshall just said didn't exist. Ghost. Doo, 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 doo. And hopefully he will answer. There he is.
What do you want?
Yeah, I want your money now.
All your money.
Everything.
Yeah.
You got any money?
No,
Then what am I talking to you for?
I don't know. Bye.
See ya. So what's going on, Mr. Danny? What?
Wendy wants Bigfoot.
What?
Wendy McGee.
Wendy
That's
McGee.
good.
Oh, she wants Bigfoot? All right, we're bringing her Bigfoot in a minute.
Oh, she wants to hear about Bigfoot.
So I'll talk fast.
Well, yeah.
No, you might have something important
I'm
to
not
say,
drunk.
man.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
So, all right, Mr. Danny Valderrama. If those who don't know who this guy is, you don't want to know.
He's crazy.
He's a crazy mofo. Mr. Danny Valderrama is part of the team. He used to do the Bigfoot report at the beginning of every show. He since have left the building because of time. The guy's a busy guy, and it's understandable. I still don't get it, but it's understandable. Oh my God, I had a SanDisk here all this time. Son of a gun, I didn't know that. Okay. And so, anyways, Danny was supposed to go with us this weekend, which is, yesterday, to the Bigfoot trip that we have every year. He's basically had been going every year with us. But unfortunately, last week, a couple of weeks ago, his father-in-law passed away. And we are very sorry about that, Mr. Danny. And last, you pretty much handled all of the, the funeral and the reception and all that, didn't you?
Oh, we all helped together.
Yeah.
We were helping my mother-in-law.
Okay. When we talked on the phone, and you told me some interesting things happened while all of you guys were putting the reception together, and just weird things that sounded like that. Well, I'll let you go ahead and talk to everybody. Explain when this all started and go for it.
Well, it's probably the minute that he died. It was like 6:15 in the morning, and he was at the care center, and my mother-in-law was at home, and she woke up at the exact same minute that he passed away.
Oh, man.
We were thinking that he may have gone by and said bye.
Yeah.
Woke her up.
Either that or she's so tuned to him from years and years that, you're
they're
that
married for
sensitive.
54 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the morning of his memorial, there was we woke up and there were suitcases on our in our walk-in closet. They're on the ground, and our walk-in closet's pretty big. You could probably stand two people side by side in there without touching. And one side's my side, and the other side's hers. But we have had suitcases up there that have been there since February from our last trip, and one from each side was on the ground. And there's no way one could fall off and hit the other one, unless it shot across and knocked the other one down. But there was two on the ground. We thought it was weird. I put them back up, secured them, and we didn't think anything of it. But that night when my wife was saying her prayers, she said, "Dad, if that was you that knocked the suitcases off, do it again for me to prove that it was you." So she didn't tell any of us that. She just did it by herself and didn't say anything. And when we woke up in the morning, she went in there and everything was fine. So, but there were 6 of us getting ready for the service. So Dresden, our son, came in and took a shower in our bathroom to hurry up. And when he was in the shower, he heard something and he looked out. He said, "Mom, your suitcases are on the floor again." Then again, she heard that, and that's when she told me what she had asked for. I said, "Well, you got your wish." He's okay. So
Now, what?
From there
No, go ahead.
From there we went to we had to get to his we were going to have the reception early, so we had to get over there like at 7 or 8 in the morning to set up, and there was only 3 of us there. It was my wife and my son, my youngest son. There were the only 3 in there. They let us in and left us there. So we were setting up. We had a table with all his stuff on it, and it took us about 15 minutes to get it all set up and all that stuff. And as I was done, I said, "Don, if this looks good to you, give us a sign right now." And there's like a big metal roll-up door in the back there, and we heard 3 taps. Boom, boom, boom. I said, "Okay, it's good. Let's go."
So, and how many people heard that?
There's 3, my wife and my son.
Right.
And me. And my wife said that if I would have came home and told her that happened, she would not have believed me, but she was there, so she has to believe it.
Right, right. Does your wife believe in this type of stuff?
No,
No?
not really. She thinks I'm crazy.
But then what? How does she debunk this? Then what she heard?
Or she can't. Not even the suitcases, because she asked the suitcases to follow. So
right. So
she has no choice but to believe.
Well,
to believe.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's changing her world now, obviously, because what we talk about here is just absolutely ridiculous to a lot of people. But when you witnessed what she witnessed and heard, then she's gonna have to stop and say, "Wait a minute, was that a coincidence? How maybe the stuff that we do talk about here is real." I mean,
yeah. She asked for it to happen too. So
yeah.
I just said that it's just her dad let her know that he's okay. He doesn't have cancer anymore. He's doing just fine. Probably fishing.
Right.
So he's okay. But,
cool. Now
so we go to the service.
Right.
And I was saying to everybody there, because I had to speak a bunch of times up there, and there's about 400 people in there, 300 or 400 people, and about 15 minutes into the thing, I was saying that he probably wouldn't like this because doesn't like all this big celebration and stuff. And he's like 15, 20 minutes would have been fine for him. And then about 15 minutes into it, the lights went out, and we were all sitting in the dark there. So the guys running the place had to go back to the circuit breaker and turn the lights on. But every single light went off. It was completely dark in there. Pretty weird.
Cool. Now, what did people, when that happened, did people go,
"Oh, it was done.
It was done." Was he a comical type of guy who liked to have fun?
He had a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Now.
And then the last thing I've been finding.
Right.
I went to sit down on my bed, and there's a nightstand there. So I lifted up the piece of paper. There's a piece of paper on my nightstand, looked like it was going to fall. So I moved it. There's a quarter sitting under it. So okay, no big deal, quarter. So I left, and I went to our study, and I was going to get on the computer. And I moved some stuff out of the way so I could move the mouse. There's another quarter there. So what the heck? 2 quarters in a row. What the heck's going on? Still really didn't think of anything about it. But the phone rang. Went over to the phone. Right next to the phone, another quarter. And then after that, I was changing pants or something, and I went into the closet, our walk-in closet, to get a pair of pants off the shelf. On the shelf, another quarter. Now I said, "What the heck? What's going on with all these quarters?" And I asked you about it, and you said maybe it was something that he used. He asked me if he played golf, something he used for golf. So I checked with the boys, and they said they didn't use anything specific, just anything they had in their pockets.
Okay.
So,
yeah, dimes, quarters.
Right.
What I'm thinking is it's 4 quarters, so maybe he's saying the Raiders are going to do good this year.
Oh, man. Oh, geez, Louise. You know what I have to say about that?
What?
That's what I have to say about that. Okay. Killing me. You would have to throw the Raiders in there someplace, man. God, you just blew it too. God, Raiders. You know what? The Raiders are going to do well this year, I think.
I think they are.
I have a stink
They're
feeling.
looking good.
Yeah, they are. So.
But yeah, we are definitely paying attention now and keeping track of everything that's happening.
Yeah.
See what else happens.
Okay. Well, let me know if anything else weird happens. I mean,
yep. Pretty weird.
Yeah, I have a feeling, I could see a couple of days after and before, things happening like that. But if it continues, I don't know. It might not be him, but we'll see.
I asked my wife if she asked for anything else, for him to do anything. She just said no. I didn't ask for
anything
else.
ask for the lotto numbers or something, man. What's wrong with you? All right, Danny, dude.
Right.
Thank you for coming on, and hopefully we're gonna go up to the mountains here again.
Cool.
We have
to.
We have to do it. We have to keep doing this a lot because it's the only way we're gonna get anything.
And we left the camera, so we
I'm not gonna leave the camera a whole year. And we need to go up like every couple of months or something and change out the SD card. So we'll let you know.
Kind of sad you guys came back, but
you suck. Okay, bye, Danny. All right, dude. See ya.
Bye, Danny.
Okay, bye.
See you later, bro.
Yeah, you suck. All right. Okay, we're going to continue with this. How about some alien abduction stories here, guys? Some real stuff. This is the real frickin' deal. Mm-hmm. All right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play you a video on the screen. I'm going to adjust the volume a little bit. It's for 35 minutes. We had Ken and Adolf in here a couple of weeks ago. I recorded it. Was going to play it a couple of weeks down the line, like a month, like 30 days before the event of the premiere of the documentary movie. But they're promoting it already, so I'm just going to go ahead and play you the 35-minute interview with them in here, and it's going to blow your mind. You need to hear some of the story. Obviously, they didn't tell all of the story. For those who love this stuff, I really stress for you guys to come down and watch this documentary with us at the Crest Theater on July the 14th, which is a Friday. All right, you guys? All right, I'm going to go ahead and play you that video. You guys have a good time. Make sure. O2. Courtright Reservoir. Yep. What the hell is that? Okay, anyways. We have Adolf and we have Ken in the studio. And we are going to talk about a screening that we're going to have in Fresno. I believe this is going to be the first time
That's correct.
ever that the documentary is going to be screened. And they have allowed us to bring it to Fresno. Why? Because this is where it all happens. And why not scare the crap out of the people who live here? So, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to restart it, guys, all right? Because it was too loud. Here we go. All right. Welcome back. We got the crew. We got them in here. 10-11-02. Courtright Reservoir. Yep. What the hell is that? Okay, anyways. We have Adolf and we have Ken in the studio. And we are going to talk about a screening that we're going to have in Fresno. I believe this is going to be the first time
That's correct.
ever that the documentary is going to be screened. And they have allowed us to bring it to Fresno. Why? Because this is where it all happens. And why not scare the crap out of the people who live here? So, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. After we have you guys on today, we're going to announce the date. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and announce the date while we got them on. And the tickets will go on sale probably tomorrow, Monday. And we want a lot of people to show up because this is the real deal. This is the stuff that has been happening around the world. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for them, because it happened to them. They have a story to tell, and it was documented by Ken's nephew. Mackenzie.
That's your nephew?
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
so let's go ahead. For all those who are watching right now, I have had these guys on before. If you guys have seen the show that was aired on the CW, we had two parts. I believe it was episode 8 and 9. Episode 8, we had Ken and Adolf, and in episode 9, we had Mackenzie, the producer and director, in here talking about the documentary. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit. Now we have thousands and thousands of new fans who weren't here 7 years ago when you guys showed up on our doorstep. It's time to really bring them all in, and let's talk about what happened to you guys and what's going to be happening on a day in July. So, again, we have Ken and Adolf. Well, how do we start here? The last time we had you guys on, we guys had you on for 3 hours. And I believe it was Adolf in the studio, and Ken was on phone, and Mackenzie was on phone. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
That video is still out there on the web, on our archives, but, that was a long time ago. And I'm assuming things have happened between then
2008? Something like that?
Yeah. We're talking 7-8 years ago, man. And I'm thinking that something's probably happened between now and then. What do you think? I mean, yeah?
Yeah, once it's happened in 2002, for me personally, it's it's never stopped. And today is we're in May of 2016, and so when I have an event now, I will document it. I'll make notes to myself because you have a hard time to remember the details because it's usually kind of a very fuzzy occurrence.
Right.
But yeah, they've come and visited me or my friends or my family or my son, I would say, every year since 2002. The last time I had some missing time and some things happened was probably about 4 months ago. And they seem to come for whatever reason. I live by myself in a good sized house. They will come on an average every 3 months, 4 months. Out of the blue, they'll show up. I'll wake up. I'll hear them. I'll have missing time. I'll feel them pull me across out of my bed. They'll take something from my house. They'll bring something back that they took from my house. They will turn me off for whatever reason for the amount of time, and they'll turn me back on. Has not stopped since 2002 for me.
Okay.
Have you ever been able to ask them questions and then they answer it?
No, I have talked to them. I live by myself, and I've walked around my house, and I've asked them, "What do you want? Why are you here? Show me, tell me, help me, do something." I've tried to film them. I've had hidden cameras. I've had things on the floor to try to get their footprints. I've tried everything, and they just are too smart. Mm-hmm. And my curiosity is what do you want? And what should I do, or what should I not do, or what's your interest here?
What's your gut feeling tell you?
I think that we're very much connected from long ago.
A long time.
I don't think that they're here to harm us. I think if they want to,
we already be gone.
We would. Yeah, there is no good time. They're very much advanced. I think they've been with us being humanity and society and cultures for thousands of years.
Maybe always even been million years.
Perhaps, absolutely.
So it all happened. You keep mentioning the year 2002. Well, we're talking 10/11/02, October the 11th, 2002. It happened on a camping trip. It was you, Adolf, and another friend of yours who's not here with us today. He passed on. What was the reason why he had cancer, correct?
Right. Adolf, want to talk about Kenneth?
Yeah, we really don't know what happened. He was fine before that. And after that trip, he kept on saying, "I feel pregnant." He did it as a joke. But ended up, he had this tumor that was growing inside him, and it was moving.
Whoa.
And that's the reason he was feeling that he was pregnant, and his stomach was getting bigger. And I finally went to the doctor, and ended up he had a large tumor connected to every organ in his body. And they took him to Sanford. They ended up letting him, they kept him. And they just kept giving him morphine. He passed away. He had enough time to see his kids from Washington. I took a day off, went and go see him. And I told him, next time I see you, we'll go fishing again. We'll go back to Courtright. He just started laughing. But he knew that was the last time we'll be seeing each other.
And so cancer, tumor, I mean, we're not going to assume it had anything to do with, the abduction. But was he fined before then? I mean, 100%?
Yeah, he was 100% before that.
So
we don't know for sure.
Soon. Okay, so how long after that day is when he started experiencing problems in his stomach?
Probably about 4 months.
Wow.
About 4 months.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. It was relatively quick.
Long.
I remember that, right.
Now,
but what's weird after that trip? Because he drove up there with me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I dropped him off, he didn't even take anything out of the vehicle itself. He ran straight in the house, and I followed him. And as soon as he got in the house, he started taking off his clothes, and his girlfriend was laughing at him. And he goes, "Check my body if I got any marks." And he was dead serious. I mean, he was scared. And he started taking off his clothes. He goes, "Check my back,"
Okay, so was that the first time something like that has ever happened to him?
No, actually, something did happen to him when he was a teenager. When he was in Seattle, Washington, he was on a motorcycle, and there was a UFO following him up in the hills, and he said it was about 30 feet behind him. It was a little small one, he said. And as he was driving through town, beginning of town, he kept on saying UFO, UFO, and he was pointing with his left arm, and but everybody just said that's Kenneth. You know, nobody's seen it because everybody left because he was driving the motorcycle, so he kept pointing back.
Wow.
But that was the first time that I heard from him telling a story. He's seen something before.
Right. Now, Adolf, you started experiencing this stuff at a younger age.
Yes.
In Delray.
Right.
Right. So much stuff happens on that area, man. I mean, okay, so now I know that where it started happening to you, Kenneth, was it the first time at Courtright for you?
Yeah, I've heard from Adolf since we met as friends, and when about 13 years old, and he'd had always talked about his space guys and his aliens, his abduction, and
What did you say? Now, okay,
You know, we're like,
when
oh
he
God,
told,
here we go.
Yeah, there's
I was
Adolf
gonna- I was
again
gonna, I was
saying
going to
his
say, when
stories.
Adolf would tell you these stories, did you think, you know?
oh yeah, a little
Right.
bit of, and at the same time, like, easy there, young guy, easy, because us is like, this is the 70s, early 80s, so
Right,
you know,
right.
what do you do?
Okay.
So yeah, we always just talk off as his imagination and his very vivid way of thinking about things.
But did you tell him it was your dad also witnessed this stuff too?
He told us everything. Oh yeah, back
Yes.
when we were 13, 14 years old, but we didn't, because you know, when you're a teenager and
So
it's hard to believe.
So I was kind of glad when it did happen to somebody else, so they could actually believe my stories.
Right.
He was
And,
glad.
you know, take a second look of the stories I had before,
Right.
and
So
Very true.
did you blame him?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that sucker. I remember I was fine. until
Actually,
that
I'm
trip.
blaming all you guys
Yeah.
for our thing.
Yeah, really. I mean,
It's
seriously.
your
falls
fault.
in
No.
now.
I mean, that was the first time we had missing time. You know what? I'm not going to blame you guys, but I need to
I'm
blame.
not blaming
we
them
need
either. I'm not
we need
blaming
to
them.
blame somebody.
You know,
So-
my nephew Kinsey, he's a because he's known that since Adolf was the first person,
Right.
Then I was abducted. My ex-wife was abducted. My friends and my son have the same experiences since then, and they kind of will branch off like
Sure.
a family tree.
Yeah.
And Kinsey said he was kind of afraid to film because they're going to come for me next.
Right.
Go
And
by
he
association.
does
He's-
not want to go up there.
Yes, yeah, he was very reluctant.
He refuses before the document the filming of the movie. This is going to be a cool movie, all right, whatever. But after filming everything, it totally scared him.
That's
It
very
changed his mind.
Very true.
He will
Well-
not go up there.
Well, even for myself, I haven't been up the mountains in a while. And before that, it was like, oh, I got to go there.
Right.
You know, it's this feeling you got to go there. You got to go to a certain spot. That part's gone because I'm afraid.
Yeah. Now remember, hey, whoa. You said you were going to take us up to the spot.
I know. We'll still go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
We'll still go.
I'll just put a
great,
butt
it's a
plug.
great spot. Yeah, it's
Would you want to go with us?
pardon.
Would you want to go with
Oh,
us?
absolutely.
He's
yeah,
like, what?
What?
We went there again. I said, whoa.
We'll go during the day.
No.
Yeah, we went up there in 2004.
At least you guys
Wait,
wanna
wait,
join
wait,
us.
wait, wait. You went in
Night.
2000. Oh, you
Man.
went.
Take
You went.
Alan.
You went 2 years
Yeah.
after.
Just put me in a different T-shirt.
Hey, you guys.
Target.
Stop it.
I told you, we got to separate these things.
I tell you, I'm gonna put something. Okay, so you guys. So after all that in 2002, you went back in 2004. Did you go back with
Yeah,
them?
together. Went back together.
Okay.
It was kind of like our look, we got to take the bull by the horns. We got to get back there because we can't be afraid to camp because we camped for 20 years together. And so I said, we just got to get there. We'll tough it out. Went to the exact same spot.
Okay.
Oh man.
And it was just the two of us. And we had, once again, something happened. We had missing time. We experienced these things. Not like in 02, but something definitely happened. We've been there to that same spot, I think, 3 times. I think in 99, 02, and 04. And every time we have photographs of when we camped. And every time we had a different spot, or at least 2 or 3 times. And every time we heard something, saw something, afraid of something, the same feelings we had in 02.
It's an uncomfortable feeling now. Before that's like, oh, cool, we got our spot. Now it's like, okay, we'll go to our spot, because you never know what to expect.
Wow. Now, Adolf, you have taken us up different spots out here near Hensley Lake.
Yes, Hensley.
Okay, like wow, that you had to clear your throat for a minute there, because you took us to some places where you witnessed these, I'm going to call them aliens, appearing and disappearing. You like going through some type of portal and reappearing on the other side of a bridge.
Exactly.
I mean, this stuff has like been happening to you for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think what's up with you? Now, can I talk about your background? What are you, Native American? You have some Spanish. What do you got going?
Well, I got Native American and Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like I do a lot of research now since a long time, because things happen to me. But what I found, it ain't just like everybody goes, oh, it's just me. But it isn't just you. Usually it might even go back 500 years in your family.
Yeah, generational, very much.
Yeah, I mean, like way generational. And the people don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Like they might give hints, and you don't even get it till it happened to you. You're like, oh man, that's what they were talking about. You know, did you have that, like where people in your family were kind of, suggesting things, or did they just come right out and tell you?
Like your grandparents.
I'll say this: my great grandfather, my dad, they lived in New Mexico, and they ended up finding a cave. And my grandfather was too big to go in, too wide. So he had my dad crawl in there. And my dad ended up finding metal boxes. And he tripped out on it, because how can they get those boxes in there if the opening's so small? So there had to be another opening. But when he got out of there, he only went, I think, 10 or 12 feet or something like that. My dad got scared. So he got out, told my great-grandfather. He went back to the house, got a flashlight and candles. He went back in there. Flashlight wouldn't work. Candles wouldn't light up. I figured candles wouldn't light up.
Air.
Oxygen.
Right.
So that made sense. But why the flashlight didn't work? Once he got out, it worked. Once he went in, it didn't work.
Wow.
So
something magnetized in
so
there.
they never went back, and they covered it up. And I always wanted to go there. He never told me exactly where it was at.
Whoa.
But he said he used to see a lot of lights in the sky. That's what he said.
Now, so they used to live there in the spot.
Yeah.
About what year was this?
This was probably 53,
Okay.
1953.
Like northern, 47 was Roswell or something like that. So, I mean, that area, when you said New Mexico, I'm like, dang, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
my dad didn't
spot.
live too far away
Yeah.
from there, from Roswell, when that happened.
Wow.
So he told me about that, and I never heard about that. I heard it from him. Then later on, as the years go by, then I seen it on television. Oh, that's what he was talking about.
Right.
But yeah, he knew about Roswell.
Okay. Now, the 10/11/02, the date, the camping trip from hell, basically. Ken, obviously you said it's been happening to you now on a regular basis, like I don't want to say monthly, now what, 3 times a year maybe, 4 times a year?
Like quarterly.
Yeah, like I'd say at least 3 or 4 times a year, at
Okay.
least 4, probably to be more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
And
about it.
you could be, it doesn't matter where you can be, right? You can be in Sacramento, you can be here in Fresno, and will they appear to you wherever? Or?
No, now they've I live by myself. I'm an easy target because no one will see them come. And I think what they do is they've come to my house, again, probably the last 3 times. Time before that, I was out of town at a friend's house, and they came then. And I saw the lights coming. I'm looking at them, and they tell me don't say anything, so I don't. And then they put me out, and then I pop back up again.
Now,
So they follow me wherever I go.
now, since this happened at your friend's house, has your friend experienced anything, or have you told him?
Yeah, it's a her. And no, I didn't tell her. I told her about it kind of after I've known her for quite some time.
Uh-huh.
You know, you don't tell everybody the first day you meet
Sure,
someone.
why
or
not?
your
Hey,
coworkers.
I've been
he's
abducted.
crazy. I don't want to see him.
Oh, and by the way, I've been abducted, and I got aliens in my my family tree.
Check out.
Yeah, they're like, oh well, I'm kind of busy, so I'll call you back. But
Yeah. Especially the women kind.
Yeah,
You don't tell
you don't
them like
tell.
till a year later.
yeah, but she's pretty tough. So since that, and since I told her, they've come to her place, half a dozen times.
Oh,
And she's got some really. I think I got a picture in the website, or it's called after the abduction, where they left marks and weird bruises and just these odd.
Did she kick your ass?
No, but she's tried to. So. I live far enough away she can't.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sucks.
So now they're over.
Now they're messing with
now
her.
They're messing with her.
Wow.
And my son, like I've said, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you say they talk to you, they're doing it telepathy,
Telepathy,
right?
right.
You never see them. Just all of a sudden, you hear the voice say,
yeah,
"Shut up, man!"
And it's
No.
amazing
Yep.
because once they speak to you, like I was saying earlier, telepathy is a clear as we're speaking now. The difference is though is that you have no judgment or ability to question what's being spoken to you, or to disobey, for lack of a better word, or to say no thanks, I don't want to, because of the way I guess it's sent in the message. It's so compelling. There's no option. You just
Right.
do, and I mean I just okay, and I don't even question it, which is very different than people talk and you have decision
Right.
choices and you listen and don't listen. But it's very different when it comes in that way. But it's very clear. It's a very clear, neutral voice.
Yeah, for me, they use a lot of, I call them pictures. I've been calling them that for a long time. So like snapshots, but they're like 1,000 miles an hour, just boom, 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 flashes. But yet you're getting all the information on just a hundredth of a second of a photo that you see in your head. And during that same time, you're hearing, not so much hearing voices, but you're getting the thoughts of the photographs, the information you're supposed to get. It's not, like hearing voices for me. It's the information that's coming from the photo to me without,
Like it tells a story.
yeah,
or,
it tells a story, but yet
or you're understanding what the pictures
Exactly.
mean and everything when you see it.
and that's the way they tell me what's going on.
I wonder if you have like what they call it, right brain person or left brain person, right?
That's because we're very different. He's an artist,
Yeah.
and I'm a
Yeah,
math
like
person.
the right
I'm very linear.
brain is like an artist, so you would be easier to like send a message
visually,
by
like me,
pictures.
visually.
that way, yeah.
Yeah, and like you were talking about, like you put your pencil down and the picture comes to you and you just start drawing it. Like,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Mhm.
Yeah. 'Cause
And-
he's always
and-
drawn.
and they're
stuff.
still visiting me. They turn on lights, open the refrigerator's doors, close them. Especially when you put a beer there. It's the first beer of the day, and it's not on the table. You look around, it's outside. I didn't even go outside, and I don't find it till later because it's hot. But
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, just little things like that. You'll make something to eat, put a fork on the plate, take it to the living room, go to the bathroom, come back. Where's my fork? Then you find it on the ground, several feet away. It's like, I had it right here. They're playing these little games to
Very
make sure
true.
you got.
Why? Okay. Why
their
would they
attention.
do?
Very true.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe testing your.
to see
Your-
if you
your
even
thoughts?
catch it.
No,
Yeah.
I think that's weird because I think this is my opinion, they've done things like that. They stole, I wrote a story, it's in the blog about called the broccoli pot. I love broccoli. I have the same pot, like Adolf, everybody, we're creatures of habit. I take the pot, I cook, and I put it on my shelf or I watch it. It's a very small world. It lives in a little 3-foot square. And they stole it one day. They came and they took it. And I was driving myself crazy. Where's my broccoli pot? And I kept going around and around and around. Like he said, you did it.
Yeah.
And it just drove me crazy. And one day they brought it back 3 months later. In my dishwasher, I go, oh my God, my pot is back. And I think what they do to me, and they'll take my cell phone and they'll just take stuff. I think they try to see your reaction and how you deal with it. I think they try to see how do you process this what do you go through? What does your mind think? What do you do? How do you reason it? How do you deal with it? What do you do about it? How do you react? How does it affect you? So to me, it's all psychological.
Do you
Man,
think?
it's freaking me out because that happens to me. What you're talking about?
Do you think
That
they're
stuff?
testing you? Do you think they're testing you and maybe
my
seeing if
God.
you're, like you say, they're taking your fork, they're taking your whatever, and they're hiding it somewhere in the house, hopefully that you will know where to go. I mean, have you ever thought, where did it go? And all of a sudden you go over there and you find it over there.
I've never done that
No?
before. I'd look and like, right off, go, where the hell
I'll
did
give
I
you-
put that?
It's a good example. You got a puppy, right? You got a ball. It's his favorite dog. It's always chewing on it. You get that ball, you hide it. That dog goes around crazy trying to find it, right?
Right.
It's the same thing.
That's a good point. Like my broccoli pot.
Yeah. It's like, where is it? Where is it? You know, you get kind of paranoid because you know it's there.
Start panicking.
Somebody took my ball. Where is it? Then the dog comes to you, look at you, all sad eyes. I want my ball. But it took the dog a while to know that you had it because it's smelling it. Or the saliva that's on it. So, yeah, I mean, Ken's right. They're constantly testing you all the
analyzing
time.
you
Dang, man,
But
I've been blaming my wife and my mom.
for taking your stuff.
Yeah, and then putting it back like 2 months later
Oh,
and
no,
finding it, right where it was when I left it,
And
like
you question
right
yourself.
where.
And then what I've done is I think, and what I find myself doing is this little process to like, okay, I know I had it here, and you start to question. You're saying, did I actually not see it? How could I have missed the fork or my broccoli pot or this? How did I not see it? And you go to this particular process where you begin to reevaluate and to chase your, where you had your last keys. And I think that's what they're looking at, is how do we function and how do we react and how do we deal with something that makes no sense to us? How do we understand something that we cannot understand? And how do we
See, like they
live
don't
with it?
understand the process of what we think, so they're
Right,
like
right.
learning.
It's I think that's a big
They're
piece of it.
watching you do the little rat course,
Exactly.
I think that's
you know,
very
and
true.
learning the little thing, and then they see how you learn and
Well,
react.
I would
and
think that they would be
That's
so
very
well
true.
advanced in everything that maybe they're just trying to teach you guys something.
I think maybe they
I think
changed their
that's
DNA
valid.
and they said, okay, let's see if it worked.
Well, I think that's how they track us, is through DNA.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, that's the easiest way. They don't have to put a
Tracking devices.
tracking device. All they have to do is take some of your blood the first time, and they'll track it that way where you're at.
Have you guys ever found any, I don't know, anything under your skin,
Like
like a
scoop
rock
marks?
or anything like that? That's
I still got one here, supposedly,
Yeah.
what the doctor said, but I'm going to leave it there.
what did the doctor find, or why did you go to the doctor in the first place? Because
I had symptoms of Parkinson's before,
okay,
bad. I was on disability, and they took an MRI of my head, and the doctor asked me if I ever put a BB in my nose. I go, BB? I go, why? He goes, well, you got something on your forehead right there between your eyebrows, and it's connected to you. He goes, we want to take it out. I go, no, because when they told me the percentage of it going good, it wasn't very good. So I told them no, because we'll just go through your nostrils. We're not going to cut, your face.
Exactly how they put it in
well,
there.
why? I mean, if it wasn't bothering you, were they really anxious to pull it
Yeah,
out?
They wanted to pull it out.
Wow. Did you tell them about your previous experience? No.
Not at all.
They won't even believe
Okay,
you.
so what I was obviously in the MRI it came up metal or whatever,
Yeah.
and that's interesting.
Man, we should get a what do they call it? Like a frequency. It measures frequencies, and we should put it over there and see if it has a frequency, like if it's sending a
That makes
signal.
sense.
And you know what's weird is that when I was talking about earlier about getting pictures, the pictures are right here that I see.
Really?
They're coming out right here. Not that I
Dude.
see a light, but it's right there all
They
the
might
time.
have connected it to his third eye.
Right.
Ooh,
Just
ooh.
right there.
Yeah,
And the chakra.
I'll have to get you some sunglasses like Prince had. You know,
The three
walk around with a third.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's interesting. And you obviously, if there's something in your body, you don't know. I mean,
No, I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever watched that guy, Dr. Leary? He passed away, but where they took like 17 of these things out of people.
Yeah, I remember
Have you
that.
seen that?
that
Yeah.
show?
Yeah.
And they'll move. They'll kind of
Yeah.
avoid the.
I think if you look up L.A.
Tweezers.
Marzulli,
I remember seeing that before.
they on Google or YouTube, they talk about it where like one was hiding.
Right, they'll try to dodge the tweezers.
And it was there, and then when they went to take it out, then nobody could find it, and they knew it was like right there. And then finally, L.A. Marzulli, like he said, God, you have to block they're hiding it. So in Jesus' name, he commanded it to be unblocked. Right, within 3 minutes, it was unblocked, and they took it out.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay, well, obviously you're here because we are promoting the screening of 10/11/02. This was shot on location and in different spots by your nephew, who is in film school, who used to be in film school in San Francisco, and it is done, and it is time to get viewed by the fans of I think everyone who's into this stuff. We need to tell people that this stuff is happening.
Yeah, because
Especially
I mean,
around here.
yeah, we've been, we said it long years ago that we're planning on doing something. We had the trailer, and I seen that a lot of people are waiting for it. They're asking,
Right.
when is it done? Is it done yet?
Right.
So yeah, so we
So
got.
so it is done,
It is
and
done.
Since today is the 12th, we're going to go ahead and announce it. Today is June the 12th. We're going to announce it on July the 15th. We're going to have the screening at the Crest Theater. Tickets go on sale tomorrow on eventbrite.com, and tickets are $10. Doors as we get closer, the show time is at like 7 o'clock. So what we're gonna do, the screening of the documentary is like an hour. The
About
hour,
an hour.
the hour long movie. What
I
does
can't wait.
now you guys? We haven't seen it. I refuse to see it because
I
I want.
won't watch it until
I want to see it the day of the theater with all you guys out there in the audience too. I'm going to MC the event. Obviously, Ken and Adolf will be there, including the director-producer, Mackenzie Mathis. We will, after showing the documentary, we will have a Q&A afterwards with the gentlemen. I think this is probably going to scare a lot of you because, everybody goes camping in the mountains east of Fresno. Sierra, you got Yosemite, you got Badger, you got Rashawn, you got Courtright.
Dinky, Shaver, Huntington.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all right
and I
there.
bet you a lot of people, this happens to a lot of people, but they keep it inside them because they don't want to tell anybody. It was just fortunate for me that somebody at my work said, hey, you need to talk to these guys. Something happened at Courtright. And that's how, I found out about these guys a long time ago. Is because I'm out there trying to pursue, and I probably will never find out the truth.
And then
But
somebody goes,
when we bring
You're
you
basing
stories like
everything
this,
in your whole theory on
all
Donald
right?
Marshall's words.
Now, something happens in the documentary. There is a lie detector
And
test
they're
that
talking
was
about
taken.
what these guys are talking
And then
about.
we're going to leave it right there. We're going to leave it
Donald
right
Marshall
there.
says they have.
So if you guys
they
want
were
to see
saying
the
they don't have
outcome of the
sexual
lie detector
parts.
test, then you guys need to come on July the
aliens.
15th and
So,
watch it on the
you
big
know,
screen
They're
with
always
all of us.
probing everybody.
All right?
And then they said, well,
and
Donald
then what
Marshall says
add
they
about
have
this
private
one that-
parts.
I've been a UFO buff for many years, and I've seen all the shows and ancient aliens and such UFOs, and for many years. And my nephew, his approach is very different on this. It's not look at the lights in the sky that we see over and over and over, and innuendos of what could that be, airplane or a helicopter. It's a perspective of what it's done to us and how it totally changes you. I'm not trying to convince anyone or say
Which
anything,
one is
it's what
Donald
happened to
Marshall?
us. It's a documentary.
What?
And it has some
Somebody that's been in
pictures
chat
that are
the
one of a
whole
kind.
time, Jan.
Really one of a kind
She's like,
in
which one is Donald Marshall?
And what's good about having it in
Jan is
Fresno,
actually
we
a
want
big
to do
follower.
it here.
Jan.
With people,
But how
know
stupid
Dinky.
is that?
They know.
Donald
they know
Marshall
Huntington,
has
they
been
know
here and gone. Where
Courtright.
was
People
she
have
at?
fished there and hunted there and hiked there. And
I know
camped
she
there
was
for
in
many,
chat,
many
though.
years. And
She's not paying
it's in our
attention.
backyard.
Right.
We're all from Fresno. You're here.
Yeah.
I'm here. We're from Fresno. So it's kind of nice to have a very local kind of unveiling.
Okay, you need to lower.
preview
Well,
here, so we-
That's
yeah,
awesome.
we got
And,
I'll tell you when
and
to
we
lower
do
the
have a lot of
volume
people who follow us, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably get some good crowd.
And at the same time, it opens the doors for others to
Oh,
actually
she says
speak
I
about
just
it.
came on, so
Absolutely.
shut the f off.
You know, if Kim wasn't there,
She shouldn't be saying that.
I would
shit.
just
She
be telling
came on.
friends. I wouldn't be
Making
telling
herself look
anybody
stupid.
else about it whatsoever. But now there's, those three of us.
Right.
I mean, something actually happened, and it wasn't
With
just,
evidence, guys.
Yes.
Right.
With evidence, and that's what the spooky part about it is the way the evidence was found on the
Right.
vehicle and the aftermath
The
afterward,
pictures.
the pictures. Guys, this is freaking awesome. You guys need to show up on July the 15th. This is going to be a great event, a great movie. If you guys go camping east of Fresno, I have a feeling your attitude will change afterwards. But
Neighbor might hate us.
Sadly, it will. Yeah.
They'll be like, "Man, we didn't get no tourists this year."
And remember that one interview we did? I had that rash on my leg.
I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still getting a little bit there, and on both legs a little bit. I have to constantly be putting medication on it in the mornings and at night. Otherwise, it just goes wacko. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely still around. For me, I try not to pay attention to it. Yeah, they're opening doors, turning on lights, turning them off, making things fall down. But I've been around it for so long since I was a kid. It's like I'm not gonna let them take over my world, So
So a lot of people that thinks they have ghosts, they might not even have ghosts, huh?
yeah, exactly. But the way it comes out on me is paintings and drawings that I do.
Right.
So that's one way they communicate with me.
Well, okay, well, I can't wait. Remember, tomorrow the tickets go on sale on eventbrite.com. We have a link on our website starting tomorrow. It will link over to the 101102 website as well. Get you more information. You can actually watch the trailer there as well. It's going to be a great event. We'll be promoting it from now until next month. I hope to see all of you there. And I want to thank Ken and Adolf for dropping by and talking a little bit about what's going to be happening next month. I can't wait, 10-11-02. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see you in about a month, huh?
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, man.
Jeff.
All right. We are back. Hope you enjoyed that interview with Ken and Adolf that we did a couple of weeks ago on the incident that happened in Courtright Reservoir. 10-11-02 is the date. Okay, we're going to go over. It is now 8:07. Obviously, Donald Marshall, I had to let him go. I mean, talk more because I only had him slated for 25 minutes because we had him for an hour and a half. But the guy was going, so I was not going to put the brakes on him. I let him go. So this show is going to go over the allotted time limit. We usually go on for 2 hours. We are going past the 2 hours. Why? Because now we want to show you the videotape that we shot while Bigfooting this past weekend. Now, all this is like a miniature documentary on where we go, how we do it, what we do, and what we see when we go there. That's all this is, okay? Because, a lot of people want to see what we do and where we go. Well, we're going to do that right now. In the screen behind us. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
It's supposed to go in your hat, but they still have no berm to keep it on there.
Oh. Yeah, we need to get some firewood, like a bunch of pine. It's nice. What kind is it? It's like indica? Or
Okay, well, we just arrived
I got
Friday night at 11:11 is when we pulled up.
I can't do this sativas,
become
though.
mashed potatoes. Huh?
Sativas give me a heart attack.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not really super powerful, sativa, but it doesn't make you sleepy,
Ellen.
but it makes you high.
And there's Robert
Yo,
and Chris.
yo.
And we just pulled in to Kent's. There's Chris's truck.
My truck. In this thing, if anybody wants to use it. As you can see, what I have in the back of my window. People don't believe we go and look for Bigfoot. Well, all I can say is bite me.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it. Right here. I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Suck it. Some of my favorite shows.
What?
Wrestling. Even though I know it's
stars.
It's all
Really?
Stars.
Generation
You know what? The nice shot. Probably not.
Somebody still watches it. I like
Turn
it.
off the stars
My
here.
wife doesn't let me watch it anymore.
I still watch it once in a while. I like it.
It is. It's hilarious.
I call it adultery, dude.
It is.
All right. Well. Yep. There's my ugly mug. Right there. And we're out here. Like I said, we just drove up, and the time was 11:11. I swear to you, I showed it to Alan. He started laughing. And it's Friday night, May 27th.
I'll show you my gun.
And there you go. So I'm going to turn it off, and if anything happens tonight, I will turn it back on and let you guys see it. All right, see ya.
Which camera is that?
Look at mine.
Morning.
I've heard a few strange things already.
Did you?
So, I'm walking down this trail here, right? And I get to what I call the spooky corner.
Yeah.
And I hear, and I stop and I hear just a brilliant tree knock. 2. Whack, whack.
Actually, I heard that this morning.
Yeah, whack, whack.
That's why I woke up.
So then I found a log, and I picked one up, and I went whack. I went one time just so I'd know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then I...
It was over there too.
It's just below us over here, and I'm not exaggerating. I heard bushes, crunch, crunch, and when I looked, it went dead silent. So I did an experiment. I went like, I turned around, I just put my back to it, I hear crunch. Turn around, nothing. So, and then this way here, do these things make a clucking sound? Because I know it's not. I know it's not the. I'm listening to the woodpeckers, and all of a sudden it echoed. This big like, but it sounded like it came from a mouth, not from like a knock or anything. But it went.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know. It was
And
loud.
actually, I heard that too.
It echoed. It was down there. It echoed.
That's why. That's funny.
Because I'm eliminating all the, the woodpecker noise and the bird noises.
Right.
And I was trying not to trip your sensors again because I didn't want to wake anybody up. You must have them set pretty good because I couldn't sneak around them either.
That's Robert. He fell asleep on the chair outside by the fire. That's Robert right there. But last night, you guys are gonna laugh. That bathroom. I'll show you that later. But anyways, the motions I have set up north, south, east, and west. So if anybody walks, it trips. And it did trip this morning only because people walked out to go take a leak. And they went off.
I was trying to be all slick too, and I walked around. No, they got me.
Kind of figured as much.
I slept good.
I did too. I did too.
Man, that cod I got.
I slept, and I don't usually feel like that. I slept
You know
great.
what? It was a pain in the ass. Cost me $150.
Trying to like.
Okay, well, we are down from the campsite. Yeah, focus in on here. There's Chris.
Isn't there a river down that way or something?
Yeah, the stream down there. And I gapped up down from the campsite, and I placed the camera 15 feet up where I gapped, and I just can't find it anymore down here. And this is not the other two that I lost last year. This is another one. I know I gapped up here someplace.
Hey Jeff.
Huh.
I'll try after when you pause.
I'm just showing you where we're at. Okay, this is actually it's a fairly nice, strong tree.
What was that?
Robert, I think I got you on video.
What was that?
That's Robert right there. But anyways, look at the tree, not the sparks. Okay, it's not a very...
It smells weird right here now.
But see that? Snow did not push that over. That is a very strong tree. Something pushed that over. Let me walk backwards so you can see that. This is where in 2007 we got that Bigfoot, or David Origos' camera got that Bigfoot walking up the hill. We're in within the same 50-yard radius, 100-yard radius maybe. I just wanted you to I wanted to show you that tree. That's a strong, brand new tree. There's no reason for that to be done. Okay. Okay, we were hearing some things last night. Or stand up for a second. There's a very nice little, like a bedding right there. And then there's this scat. The question is, I don't think that's cow, or is it?
No way. That's like a bear or something.
It's a bear. A lot of shit though. That's fresh.
Because they shit in the same place.
Do they?
Yeah, but that's what I learned when I found that giant shit out here.
Uh-huh.
I learned through people that want to look at the shit. I took it to some bear people.
Uh-huh.
And it looked just like that. And they told me, but it was 10 times bigger. And but they tell me that bears shit in the same place all the time.
Okay, well there's my 11.5 foot, and that's a good sized pile. All right. So.
The ones I found though, let's just take this one right here. The ones I found were like that big around, like logs. Here's some footprints. Right here, look. Heading out. Maybe that way. Maybe that way.
No, we didn't come over here.
Oh, look. Look. Oh, look.
Something was off in this way. We heard some noises last night.
It goes this way. Yeah. There's the trail.
Let me go get Ellen and Chris. Okay, we just climbed all the way up this hill. You cannot see my truck. It is very far down. We had to leave Chris down in there because there's no way he could have made it with his leg or his back. We left Alan back at the campsite because he can't walk. Yesterday morning he walked for a while and that was pretty much it. So Robert and I walked all the way up here to that tree where actually where is it at? That tree right there is where I placed my 2 cameras that disappeared, or someone took them off, which was way up there, roughly 15 feet. Now, this is the tree that we are talking about, the reason why we placed those motion cameras, because I think it's an awesome tree to climb on. So when I looked to the very top, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to zoom in on it. Let's see. See that piece of firewood which is stuck in the knot of that tree? Okay. The last time we were here, there was another piece of firewood that was right there on those two limbs, just leaning. It could have very well fallen off with the rain and the wind, so I'm not saying what happened to it. But if you look right above that, which is there, you see how that tree bark has been removed from that tree limb, like something was hanging on it and swinging on it. Alright. So I wanted to show you that. And then a piece of firewood stuck into that tree knot that's supposed to be there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one more camera, and I'm going to do it on this tree here. And I'm going to put it pretty high up. I'm going to go probably 15, 17 feet up. Hopefully I don't fall. So, and like, remember, I'm afraid of heights. I don't usually climb on gaffs that high when I climb poles. So I'm going to go ahead and climb the pole. I'll climb this tree and put one camera up there. And I'm going to wait for Robert to come back so we can film me do it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be right back.
It's all black. What's that mean?
Just look at the viewfinder. Or just look at that one. That way you don't have to.
So it's recording right now.
Yeah.
Cave. I wonder if it is a cave.
We can go over there right now. Hold on. I don't know.
I'm saying it's not. Just because I want it to be so bad, I'm going to say it's not.
Hold on. Put that somewhere else.
There we go. Let me go check it out.
You already gave the crowd the lowdown what you're doing?
Well, no, I just did the tree. I took a video of that tree and the thing up there.
Jeff's going to climb this tree real quick. Like the fucking Tarzan.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put one camera up there. I'm going to go higher than before. I'm going to see if I can go higher.
Yeah, go higher.
I'm going to try.
Because we had cameras.
I have the appropriate gloves. I forgot my climbing gloves, and these are
wishy-washy gloves.
Robert lent me these. I don't know where these hands have been, but
we had some cameras up on that tree right there. About what, 15 feet?
I'm gonna see if I can go up pretty
And
high.
somebody actually came into these woods, or something did, in the middle of nowhere, as you can see, and went up that tree and took the cameras.
Hard hat and no gloves, but oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Where's Jeff? Go monkey boy.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have a long sleeve jacket on too.
Oh right, huh? Touch your arms. Getting up there now. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
So you're probably twice you now.
Right. This tree is leaning to one side.
Right. You're on the good side of it now, as you already know.
I'm about, well, probably go higher if you wanted. I'm scared to. Actually, if you were to fall right now, you ain't even gonna hurt yourself, unless you fell on one of those. Unless you fell on one of those spikes. I got the camera in such a way where you can see the bottom of the tree to over the top of your head. Who says I don't fucking do this for real? We go out, dudes. We go out. Definitely. Okay. We go out and up. Excuse my language. You're always saying I cuss all the time. So, in order for me to tilt it, I brought a couple of tree branches, bark or tree limbs. You know what? Let me get it walking up that path. Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. I'm glad you thought of that. Just in case that is a kid and they're coming out of it. Simple as that. Nice. Thank you. I'm still filming. That's up there, dude. Well, yeah, it is. Look at me. Now go up and to the camera. Even if someone 6'2" was on my shoulders, they could not reach it. Okay? Either you need gas Or
even a
6 foot ladder wouldn't work.
Even 2 dudes standing on his shoulders.
No, I just said that. 2 dudes on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot pull this down. Now, somebody brought up here an 8 foot ladder, or no, 6 foot ladder.
All the way up here through all this shit.
And climbing on, they still wouldn't be able to do it. Because that's only 11 feet up. They wouldn't be able to reach it. Okay?
Why would anybody want to go through the trouble, huh? Even if they took something and tried to, like hit it with something, it ain't gonna come down, huh?
What's that?
If they tried to hit it with something,
yeah. I mean, well, the last 2 that I had were in there with a screw anchor type of deal. So, gotta put these back on so I don't stab myself walking up the hill.
Don't stab yourself.
Safety first.
We are parked somewhere down yonder.
You are recording, right?
Yeah.
Alright. But I don't want to go back up there again. Alright. Done deal. So you want to go to the cave? Alright. Walking. We're walking toward this area where Robert thinks he sees the cave. And we run into this. Like a little, I don't know, hideaway for hunting deer. Good place to hide. What do you think? There goes Robert. Let me find Robert. Middle of nowhere, dudes. Guys, gals, everybody. Alright, I'm going to follow Robert. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Robert and Ellen's Ellen's son. They're going to go look at some, I don't know how easy a way to say this, but crap. Shit. Crap.
See how small that is? I found some logs that were that big, dude. Big giant ones.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. That's definitely not cow poop.
Is that bear?
I don't. Yeah, it could be. That kind of looks like a I don't know. It's hard to tell. Either bear or.
Man, Jay will know. He's like a hunter. Oh, it probably is. Look at, you see all the little berries and stuff in it. I'm sure that's what's in bear poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, berries and grass. I just wonder why it's black like that. That's the weird part. The crazy super black doesn't make any sense to me.
Let's check out my filter.
Yeah. Ooh, I just saw lightning.
Awesome.
Man, look at that big cloud over there, or dark spot.
Yeah, this is like the best weekend to come up.
I brought mine. There's a focus on the side, like I said.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool stuff.
Quiet, you guys. I'm gonna see if I can get the thunder on here.
No, this one doesn't zoom. But I can get an attachment for it if we'll allow it to do it. It costs a lot of money. Yeah, this one, for some reason, I got $500. Yeah, that is some neat stuff. Turns into like a hard rubber.
Yeah, it was louder a little while ago, so passed it. Here comes the thunder and the rain. Great. Really great.
I could collapse, I could laugh, who knows, I don't know.
This is the directions for that stuff.
It's just 50-50, it's easy.
But I was reading about that casting stuff.
Thunder. Getting ready. Oh. Robert. Ooh! Got that on film. Oh, here comes the rain.
Had a feeling,
I had a feeling.
That's Bigfoot.
Oh, that's right there. Hey, what is this, Jeff? A shotgun shell, belt. It goes around your like this or like this to put shotgun shells.
Oh, that's badass. Where'd you get that?
I don't remember. I don't know why I brought it. It was stuck in one of my milk crates that I carried with. Okay, we're gonna shut the camera off. It's gonna start to rain here, folks. Bye.
All right. We are in the tent. That was the thunder.
You guys really have to listen to this thunder. I hope you guys have earphones on because this is just awesome.
Hear how awesome that thunder sounds. So cool.
Almighty Jehovah.
Better be careful, lightning's gonna strike you. Keep doing that.
Hey, it doesn't sound like he's in for any jokes today.
He's pissed off. Okay, well, if you've all heard thunder, okay, I'm gonna stop it. That was Robert.
black and went right across here. And if you look way, I don't know if you can follow my finger, there's something black with an outline that's like directly between the trees, right here. You see it way back there?
I see something back there, but I can't quite make it out.
Seriously, you see something like that? It looks like the outline of something back there. It really does. But it was close here. I'm not kidding. I saw something black, at least this big, move from right to left. And it stopped about here. It looked like it went, and that was it. That's all I saw.
Woohoo!
I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, Ron, but it's just some way back there, like a black outline.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have some company tonight.
I see what you're talking about. Way back there is
Yes.
black.
Yeah. What is
It's
it?
just that. It's just sitting there.
That's what I'm saying. But
Well,
doesn't it look like an
if
outline?
with your floor there, shouldn't it heat up though?
It is. It shows its heat.
Huh?
I saw it. It shows its heat.
Back there.
Is it heated up though?
Tend to hear.
It's white.
Yeah.
Okay, right
But
there.
it's real still. It could be like the innards of the tree because it'll light up a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know what that is because this was closer and that's back farther. But I'm thinking it could have done this like that and that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In line with the tree.
Right.
And that's about the level where I saw it stop as far as left to right. Went about this far, and then all of a sudden I didn't see it any longer. It seems to be good enough. It seems to be warm.
Warm and fuzzy. See if I can.
Maybe I should walk down the trail and see if it moves.
I'll just stay right where it's at now. I think it's been moving because I can't. It's okay. Well, it's Sunday morning. We're up and done with our coffees, and we are going to start packing up. The other guys were just bullshitting around the campfire.
Yo, sup? Yeah.
We had a little bit of excitement last night, but I heard the same whooping sounds from the last time we were here, and I recognize those sounds anywhere. But my security motion detectors did not go off this morning. It was pretty damn quiet, so it was a non-eventful night, except we all slept like a log.
Like a rock.
Yeah.
Like a shit.
Okay, so what we're going to do is on the way out, and Alan's son and friends are camping down the ways. We're going to kind of give them a little scare. We're going to drive up together in both trucks, and I'm going to get out and I'm going to yell at them that they need to be careful. One came around our campsite this morning, and I'm talking about Bigfoot, which didn't happen. And we're going to basically scare the what out of them, because they're spending the night one more night down the ways. But it's all a lie. That didn't happen. But we're just gonna have a little fun. And Robert is going to videotape this through the back window, and hopefully you can see what's gonna happen. So the next time we're up, I have this on, and we'll be laughing. Okay, see ya.
Huh?
What movie?
The Revenant. Have you seen it? Are you fucking shitting me?
I don't watch movies, dude. I don't have time.
Well, anyways, he gets attacked by a bear.
Okay.
And you've seen The Edge, right? The old age movie with Anthony Hopkins, where the 3 dudes go way up in Alaska and they fucking. Oh, no. Well, that's a badass bear attack, and this dwarfs that. And he's out there hunting with the gun. He gets in between a mama and a cub, and he just turns around. And he's got this fucking giant bear just bum rushing him, and just attacks him, shreds him up. And when you think he's done, bear comes back more and shreds him up even more. And this is going on for a few minutes. Scene. It's totally.
This is a fucking brand new truck, and I can't believe.
So he blew it.
All right, here we go. This is where
25 minutes ago, something flew out of the fucking forest. There was a piece of log, and just slammed me right here.
What?
Yes. We're getting the fuck out of here, dude. I don't know what it was. We're out of here. This is a fucking brand new truck, and I can't believe.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I've never had anything happen like this before.
Get out of here.
All right. He wants to get the fuck out of here. So he's scared. Chris is scared to death right now.
Where's the lake at? We ain't leaving.
Well, the lake is over there, but it's fucking right there, dude. See ya.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, ladies, guys, nice meeting you, man. See you around again.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna call you up, dude. We're gonna go Bigfoot, man. You hear me?
Motherfucker.
Okay. All right. We had our fun, guys. You know, you cannot go up to the mountains and expect something to happen every time. It just doesn't work that way. Just like when you go ghost hunting, you don't expect to get a ghost or something EVP every time. We heard things last night and the night before. Alan and Chris heard something, but it is in the distance where, you know, you would have to have probably $1,000 or $2,000. What do you call those? The D.U.M.B. Robert wants to get one so bad, but a microphone, you know. But there's just no way. There's absolutely no way. Now we heard what sounded like owls. Those are the exact same owls that we heard last year, and I actually did a couple of whoopings to imitate those, whatever they were, and they imitated right back. They, you know, responded right back.
And they circled the camp for a little while, then they left.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, they heard stuff. If you go by yourself down, you know, the dirt road, and they heard mumbling stuff. I never heard anything because I didn't go with them, and I just stood around the campsite. But that's what we do when we go up. That is the spot. That's where the spot where the windows of my truck. That's it. All happened right there.
I mean, we got audio recordings from there. Yeah. Now on the scat thing, we found huge piles. I mean,
the first pile was 2 by 2.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. And everybody's like, well, it could be a bear. It could be, okay. And I mean, when you look at bear scat, they eat the same thing. The Bigfoots and the bears eat the same thing. So they're gonna have like similar scat. The only difference being is the amount on the ground. This was like a lot. I was putting my foot up there, and it was like, oh my god. And you gotta know, you know, I mean, like, I know what Dan was saying, you know, that we only go once a year.
No, we don't
like
go.
That,
we don't go once a year.
We go all the time. I mean, I'm not even going to probably address that because
Dan, for all those who are on chat, Dan is from the UK. He is saying things that is making you believe he's been there. He's done that. He's from the UK. He's been trolling forever. He leaves comments on the chat constantly. He doesn't know who we are. We don't know who he is. We try to ban him all the time, but he keeps coming back. The guy is just a loser. He's a very small individual man, probably in the basement of his mother's house, and he has nothing else to do but find a good show like our show. And
he might even be paid to do it. You know.
We don't know who this guy is, or if it's a girl. Sounds like a little girl to me, but yeah, his name is Dan, and I banned him. Obviously, I should have banned him way before, but he'll come back as a different name next week, and he'll leave more comments on here. Like on Monday, he'll leave more comments to the fact, and he'll start saying nasty stuff about us.
We like somebody's saying, where's the scat samples? We thought about taking some of it, but we already got the DNA off the windows.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and nothing happened from that. You know what I mean? We had it tested twice. I mean, it's like we've been there. We used to make castings of footprints, but we don't even do that. Usually we find lots of them. This time we didn't.
We didn't. No, I mean,
there wasn't nothing this time. Just some people. It sounded like people talking in the woods. That's what it sounded like.
The only problem is we were the only ones in that area.
Yeah, and when we drove by my son's camp, they didn't even show up till the next day. So
right.
We were there all by ourselves, and we even went in the direction of away from civilization or the main road, and you could ask Lone Wolf in chat. There was people talking, and we could hear them.
Yeah, Lone Wolf was there. That was Chris. That's his first time he's ever been there. He heard stuff that he can't explain because there was no one else there.
And he can even verify that I probably didn't walk anywhere hardly at all. I walked with him on a pretty level road, and that's about it.
Yeah, there's no reason to go looking at that point for them because they come to us.
Yeah,
they do. So there you go. All right, you guys, we've been at it almost 3 hours. We're done here.
And I apologize about the Jan thing. I didn't think it was our Jan. That we have a Jan that watches all the time. I didn't think it was that one, and I'm almost positive I saw Jan in there when Donald Marshall was asking questions, and right. I thought it was funny that she's asking where's Donald Marshall.
Right.
Sorry.
So okay, we've been at it 3 hours. That's it for us.
I'm really tired too. Haven't slept in like 3 days. So.
All right, you guys, take care. We will see you guys next week. Come back. We're gonna do it again. Have a good day. Bye.
Wow, the sound sounds terrible.
Why is that? See you guys.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and on ArtBell.com. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies. And we hope you witness something you cannot explain.